Take the next step in higher education at Central Wyoming College. Offering 2- and 4-year degree programs in a variety of fields, Central Wyoming College in Riverton is transforming lives and strengthening communities through learning, leadership, and connection.
Living well isn't just about things. It's about the things that matter. Your family, your friends, and your health. For decades, Sage West Healthcare has been committed to improving the health and care of our communities. Today, we're investing more in our communities, in our people, in advanced medical technologies, and in specialized facilities, so access to better care is close to you and the things that matter most. Sage West Healthcare. Be well, live well. That's why we're here.
We believe that everyone deserves a second chance, including us. Hi, I'm Brian Robacher, CEO of Atlantic City Federal Credit Union. And if we said no to you in the past, I'm asking you for a second chance too. In the midst of everything happening, we are committed now more than ever to second chances and when it comes to your finances. An auto loan for your new car, business loans, home loans, and more. Give Atlantic City Federal Credit Union a second chance to give you a second chance. We've been helping our community thrive since 1964, and now it's your turn. Visit AtlanticCity.coop to apply today. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union, federally insured by the NCUA.
And welcome to the Hampton Inn Suites pregame show here on KDNO 101.7. It is playoff time in Wyoming, and we're going to start the weekend off right with a 2 o'clock kickoff in 1A 9-man action as the number 1 seed, or one of 2 number 1 seeds. The Shoshoni Wranglers will host the number 4, or one of the number 4 seeds, the Saratoga Panthers here. We're going to jump right into it. Again, kickoff is at 2 o'clock. If you're listening on YouTube and wondering why we're not live streaming, write your WHSAA folks, your representative, even write, your congressman, so to speak, state congressman, at least state house, and say you want local broadcasters bringing you the video, not some mega conglomerate that could really care less how these games, what the results of these games are. So we are limited to radio during the playoffs. As those of you who've been with us a while know, we have to do during basketball, soccer, etc. So I am Kevin Shields. I am by myself. No cameraman Connor, no camerawoman Courtney. Here in the Hampton Inn Suites pregame show, and we are at beautiful Shoshoni. It is approximately 44 degrees out actually right now. It's expected to maybe get a little bit warmer with this 2 o'clock kick. It's going to dive down tonight for the other 2 games. Of course, at 5 o'clock kicking off, 4:30 pregame will be on 93.1 KFCW. Lander Valley Tigers travel down as the 4 seed, one of the 4 seeds, to take on the number 1 team in 3A overall and the number 1 team on that side of the bracket, Star Valley. That'll be a tough one. You can follow along with Austin and Ernie on YouTube, on our app, on our webpage, or on 93.1 KFCW. And then at 6 o'clock, the nightcap for us will be Baylor and Cody Beers bringing you Riverton high school playoff action. They will face Powell. Of course, on paper, that may be the best game of the weekend, regardless, from 4A all the way down to 1A 6-man. They did play in week 0 at Powell. Riverton getting away out of there with a 7-0 win after Hunter Saltzgaber with a game-saving tackle, or at least potential game-saving tackle, on the 1 as time expired as they were trying to punch the ball in. So on paper, that's going to be a great one. Of course, Riverton is seeking their first playoff win since October 31st, 2014, when they defeated the aforementioned Powell team in Powell. So it's been 10 years now. It'd be a great way to kick things off. Du Bois will be in action today, as well as will Wind River. We'll try and keep those scores on the family of networks. Don't think I'll get much of a score here with us being the first kickoff of the day. As we take a look at the visiting Panthers from Saratoga, we see a team that wants to run the ball. For those of you who've watched all the game of the weeks, you know that very well. They've went into Wind River and had their way with the Cougars earlier in the season. Their average has come falling a little bit back down to earth. They do average 160 yards per game on the ground. They average about 80 through the air. Total offense 241 approximately. They average 24 points per game. They're giving up 162 on the ground, 95 through the air for 257 total, and they're giving up 25.3 points per game. And that's going to be a little bit deceiving, as they opened up the year very well. They played Cheyenne South JV 6-7 win, destroyed Wind River 50-8. Then they started running into their own side of the conference type of talk. Lusk 8-6 they won, then they beat Wright 14-6. But then they started playing some of the big boys that unfortunately Wind River seemingly had all of them in their first three games. They got annihilated by Pine Bluff 63-7. They lost to Southeast 35-24. Lingle Fort Laramie, the number 1 9-man team in the state according to YO Preps, defeated them. Lingle Fort Laramie 52, Saratoga 0. The ones to watch for them, of course, are Hunter Johnson, and Hazen Williams. They are their two main guys out of the backfield. When it comes to passing, you will see it being Jace Westring. Jace, good quarterback, a little more dangerous with his feet than anything else. But he is capable, if you're susceptible to it, to giving up some passing yards. His high on the year was against Southeast with 190. He's 12 of 16 in that game. And then, of course, the aforementioned Wind River game, he was 6 of 10 for 116. Only has 3 passing touchdowns on the year. Defensively, you don't look much further than Hazen Williams and Skylar Wood. Both of them leading the team in tackles. Sacks, tackles for loss, you name it. They're 2 studs for that team for Saratoga. So when we come back, we'll take a look at the hometown Shoshoni Wranglers here on the Hampton Inn Suites pregame show.
For a place, a people, an idea. For right and freedom, for liberty and justice for all. For every square inch between fruited plains and spacious skies. Marines fight to win. See all the battles Marines fight to win at marines.com.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
Riverton Blodorn Lumber is proud to support youth sports. Experience the Blodorn difference. Quality products, design, delivery, and expert service. Blodorn Lumber, 1202 North Federal in Riverton. Blodorn Lumber.
Riverton's Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens. Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunner's Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunner's Automotive, 856-2288.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
Dos Solitos is proud to support Fremont County sports teams. Enjoy bold Mexican flavors that'll have your taste buds shouting, "Olé!" Follow them on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for updates on events and food truck locations.
You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube oil and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
B&M Septic and Excavation offers prompt professional service. Call them today for a quote at 850-2200. They serve far and wide across Fremont County and deep. B&M Septic and Excavation is proud to support Fremont County sports.
The staff and board of the Fremont County Fair wish to thank everyone who attended the fair this year. Whether you enjoyed Family Day, a night event, entered a craft, or showed livestock, thanks for all your efforts. Stay tuned for a bigger and better Fremont County Fair next year.
Get on board and stand out. Championships designed to grit to sound like this. Grind and find the time to win. Winners, this the time right here. Let's go.
And welcome back to the Hampton Suites pregame show here on 101.7 KDNO. We're about 16 minutes away from kickoff here between the Shoshoni Wranglers and the Saratoga Panthers. It is first round, a.k.a. quarterfinal action here in 1A 9-man. This is the first game to kick off. And now we're going to take a look at the Shoshoni Wranglers and their season leading up to this number one seed. They come into the game, the Wranglers do, averaging 181 yards on the ground, 108 through the air. A little more balanced than Saratoga, at least when we've seen them play, wants to be. 289 total yards per game. They're giving up 277. Most of those on the ground, 172 of them to 105 through the air. Scoring-wise, the Wranglers are averaging just over 28 points per game, only giving up just under 18.5 per game. So, and they only give up about 6 to 7, about 6.5 first downs per game. The Wranglers are definitely going to want to keep it a little more balanced. We haven't had a chance to see Saratoga against a team that was capable of throwing, and Braxton Mills, of course, star quarterback, will be more than willing to do that. But don't overlook the main weapon on this team. It is number 9, Carson Kissling. He is their all-stud running back. And he led the way, had his best performance against the Natrona sophomore teams, 214, had 196 against Wyoming Indian, had 185 against the East sophomores, had 105 in the loss to Big Piney. So defensively, it again is Carson Kissling that gets a look, but also Quentin Clark, Wiley Filio, guys of that nature. Best defender would probably be up there, would be Carson Kissling, Quentin Clark, Wiley Filio, Braxton Mills, Carlos Rufo. It's a very sound defensive team. And of all 5 teams that we've seen play, probably Shoshoni and Riverton have progressed the most since the Week 0 games. Even though Shoshoni did win, as the season has gone on, the Wranglers have gotten substantially better. Sign of great coaching, obviously. Same thing with Riverton. Both teams have gotten progressively better. And it'll be interesting to see here if Saratoga can try and find some of their magic from the start of the season, or if Shoshoni just continues to put those building blocks forward. They are at home. They will have a good crowd. In fact, the trucks along the far side of the field, the east side of the field, already starting to kind of line up and get those positions. So if you're on your way and listening and wanting to get a spot out there where you can be in your comfortable vehicle, where it's going to be a little less cold as time goes on, you're pretty much limited to outside the 30 on one side and outside the 20 on the other. The middle's taken up and fans starting to arrive. Good to see. You never know what you're going to get. It is playoffs, and it's nice that it's going to be warmer, but it is 2 o'clock, a lot of people at work, stuff of that nature. Shoshoni will be in their blue and yellow, their Rams as kind of older Rams-esque looking uniforms, sharp as always, with some black pants that do have blue highlights to them. Saratoga, meanwhile, will be in their traditional purple with white gold outlining the numbers and part of the pants. So we are getting ready. We'll be right back with the Ranger keys to the game as soon as I can find my mouse, because the cursor is playing tricks on me here with the sun. And we'll be right back here on WYO Today and 101.7 KDNO.
From Carpet One, because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
Visit Lander Gambles to make your home feel like new. They will beat any competitor's price. Stop by to speak to one of the sales agents or visit LanderGambles.com. Lander Gambles will help you find the perfect product that fits your budget and lifestyle. Lander Gambles, 420 Main Street, Lander, Wyoming.
Good news, DUI crashes and deaths are falling in Fremont County.
We're doing better, but even one death on our roads from impaired driving, we take personally.
We started the Fremont County DUI Task Force 2 years ago because we're losing too many friends, family members, and community members to impaired driving.
So we've joined forces to work together to find and stop impaired drivers in Fremont County, wherever they are.
And we're making an impact, but we need your help.
If your summer activities involve alcohol, plan ahead and make good choices.
Drink responsibly, designate a sober driver, or call Safe Ride.
And don't let your friends drive impaired either, even if you have to take their keys and find them a safe ride home.
Let's all look out for each other and keep everybody safe. Remember,
don't risk it. Drive sober.
Your tax pros at 219 East Main Street in Riverton, Wyoming can handle all your tax needs. Whatever your situation, we know what to do. Call 307-856-2256 today to schedule an appointment. H&R Block is open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Ready, get ready, it's game time. I'm ready, you ready, get ready, it's game time.
And welcome back to the Hampton Suites pregame show here on 101.7 KDNO and WYO Today Media. Under 10 minutes now until kickoff, and it is time for the Ranger keys to the game. If you want to subscribe to Ranger, dial 307-856-2244. And as much as statistically as the season's gone on, Saratoga's been forced to throw more often. Key of the game is really going to be who dictates the pace. Traditionally, Shoshoni this year has been running the outside with Kissling, throwing the ball, leaning towards the run, but being very balanced. If they're able to keep that pace and get outside of the tackles and get downfield, they're going to be able to win this game. Conversely, if you're Saratoga, they're very much wanting to keep the ball on the ground as much as possible. When they have success, it is when they line up in the power formation. They got three backs all capable of running the ball, and they want to keep things up the middle and running the power offense that they've had success with. So it's really going to depend on who dictates the pace, in addition to your usual playoff banter of turnovers. Whoever wins the turnover battle, most likely, especially if they can control the pace for the majority of the game or a major part of the time of the game, will be able to go into a victory. And for Shoshoni, what that means is if Shoshoni wins, they will host next week, and we will most likely be right back here with them. If Saratoga wins, it means their trip to Laramie will rest on the road again, most likely with a visit to someone they've played before. So we'll see how that goes. That is your Ranger keys of the game. We're now going to transition into our Sutherland starting lineups, and we're just going to name pretty much everybody in the starting lineups tonight. And we're going to start off with the Saratoga Panthers. Number 32, Asher Krim. Number 42, Damian Nagy. Number 44, Caden Bridger. Number 50, Malachi Litz. Or at least I think, no, I'm getting Shoshoni players again, my bad. I do not have a Saratoga roster. I do downstairs if I knew where the programs were. But we're going to jump in right now into the Shoshoni Wranglers. Number 1, Oakley Hicks. I'm having to get out of the sun here because it's on the screen. Number 2, Colby Brink. Number 3, Jeremiah Croce. Number 4, Branson Thompson. Number 5, Corbin Brown. Number 7, Wiley Hegwer. Number 8, Caden Kissling. Number 9, Carson Kissling. Number 10, Brody Shepard. Number 11, Quentin Clark. Number 12, Braxton Mills. Number 14, Jordan Gilbertson. Number 21, Landon Casper. Number 25, Morgan Neal. Number 30, Cameron Eater. Number 32, Asher Krim. Number 42, Damian Nagy. Number 44, Caden Bridger. Number 50, Malachi Litz. Number 58, Finn Franks. Number 63, Jared Elder Avalos. Number 64, Peyton Klaproth. Number 66, Braden Brown. Number 72, Warren Fletcher. Number 74, Fernando Pena Ornelas. Number 75, Bo Fowler. Number 78, T.R. Gerard. Number 85, Eric Morganson. Number 86, Ryder Weiss. And number 87, Carlos Marufo. Now for Saratoga. Someone actually I forgot to keep one of the programs. Shorter roster, not as deep as the Shoshoni Wranglers. You got number 21, Alistair Ingram. Number 31, Skylar Wood. Number 71, Adam Lindsay. Number 20, Burris Berger. Number 81, Hazen Williams. Number 82, Levi Hatch. Guy who's gone through many numbers, so we don't know what we'll be suiting up tonight, but Linkenio Peterkin. Number 70, Newt Williams. Number 53, Ben Miller. Number 32, Brent Drake. Number 52, Easton Mason. Number 22, that was number 52. Number 22, Griffin Bartlett. Number 5, Jace Westring. Number 40, Brody Johnson. Number 41, Colt Sharp. Number 11, Dusty Williams. Number 4, Ethan Hatch. Number 30, Hunter Johnston. And number 63, Jackson Keel. The interesting part is how young both of these teams are. There are 3 seniors on. There are 8 total seniors, including managers, so 7 playing for Shoshoni. Only 3 for Saratoga. Of course, Shoshoni is coached by Coach Tony Trumpler, assisted by Jody Good, Max Mills, Eric Murphy, and Drew Paraguay. For Saratoga, head coach is Jared Mason, assistant coach Logan Wright, and athletic director is Greg Bartlett. So we've got about 4 minutes and 27 seconds. That's going to do it for the Sutherland starting lineups and the Hampton Inn Suites pregame show. When we return, it will be kickoff action here on WYO Today and 101.7 KDNO.
Men have a way of doing things. A man has his way of eating, of exercising, of keeping his hands warm, and of straightening up. So, when a man faces a serious life problem like divorce, depression, or suicidal thoughts, shouldn't a man have a way to deal with that too? Well, now he does. I'm Dr. Rich Mahogany. Visit me at mantherapy.org.
Hey guys, this is Nick Haskell, and here at Haskell's Furniture and Flooring, we have the best brands. With our size, we are able to shop for you. We're able to choose the top products from the best companies. We carry Lazy Boy, Tempur-Pedic, Ashley, Sealy, Serta, and more. With our variety, we can make sure we're a one-stop shop for all of your home furnishing needs. Come in today to one of our locations in Cody, Lovell, Worland, and Riverton. where we have the best prices and the better service.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
Embrace comfort throughout the seasons with Northern Arapaho Propane and Solid Waste. Proudly rooted in the local community, supporting Fremont County year-round. Your preferred supplier serving enrolled and non-enrolled members. For more information, call 307-463-4185.
Papa Murphy's on North Federal in Riverton makes your pizza to order. Order online at papamurphys.com or in store. Delicious, fresh-made pizza just the way you want it. Papa Murphy's is a proud supporter of our local Fremont County student athletes.
Exploding at 200 miles per hour. Airbags pack a punch. Until age 13, stay buckled up in the back seat. Buckle up, Wyoming. It's the law.
For more than 40 years, Porter's Mountain View Supply has been serving central Wyoming with top brand name spas, stoves, fireplaces, and outdoor grills. With 2 locations in Riverton and Casper Plus financing available for your purchase, Porter's offers expert advice, quality products, and service along with maintenance. Porter's, your local spa, stove, and fireplace provider in Riverton at the corner of Sunset and North Federal.
Shoshoni Rose Casino and Hotel is proud to support youth sports in Fremont County. Enjoy a meal at the Deca Gai He restaurant. Deca Gai He is Shoshoni for the eating house. Open daily from 7:30 a.m. until 9 p.m. Try a weekend getaway with the family in one of their comfortable, pet-friendly guest rooms and enjoy the heated swimming pool. Book online at shoshonirose.com and remember to support Fremont County youth sports. Go team!
Snyder Signature Properties would like to give a huge shout out to the local sports of Fremont County. They are here to support your team and your local home real estate needs. Call today to see how Snyder Signature Properties can help you buy and sell your next property. Good luck to all Fremont County athletes.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Don't leave your future up in the air. Always wear a seatbelt and reduce your risk of death of serious injury in a crash by almost 50%. Buckle up, Wyoming.
Take the next step in higher education at Central Wyoming College. Offering 2- and 4-year degree programs in a variety of fields, Central Wyoming College in Riverton is transforming lives and strengthening communities through learning, leadership, and connection.
Welcome back to 101.7 KDNO, and it is the playoff game of the week, week 1 of the playoffs. Shoshoni and Saratoga Panthers coming all the way to Shoshone to face the Wranglers. They are announcing the Panthers right now, as we just did in our Sutherland starting lineup. Shoshone won the toss, did not catch as I was going through the lineups if they deferred or not. I do believe they did, though. That would kind of follow their motif, but it just depends. We may get to see how they do against this running attack very, very quickly. Shoshone, of course, generally comes out as a team. They've got a nice balloon arch, gold paper run through with Shoshone Wranglers on it. Jace Westring now getting announced for the Panthers, and kudos to Levi and the crew out here for the paint job on the field. You've got the Shoshone Wrangler logo at about the 48 on each side and the big S in the middle. Great field, great view here of the mountains to our left, and of course more of the flatland to our right. But it is as best a November 1st kickoff for playoffs as we could have, with us being out here on the deck at Shoshone at the press box here. Max Mills and the crew always take great care of us. But temperature-wise, about the best we could do. I don't think Ernie and Austin are going to enjoy the temperature quite as much when they're at Star Valley with the sun going down. Just a little PSA or reminder as Shoshone now takes the field, that you will be falling back tomorrow night, technically at like 2:59 a.m. or whatnot. But when you go to bed tomorrow night, set your clocks back and just be aware that it's going to start getting dark earlier when you go home from work and whatnot. So 12 minutes is set on the clock. Referees are coming out to the center of the field, get with the ball ready to hand it off to the kicking team here, which will be, just wanting to confirm, it will be the Wranglers here, and it may not be, though. Coach Trumpler meeting with his starters now, and here they come onto the field. So Shoshone has actually elected to receive here. So it will be Shoshone ball to start. Not a bad idea, actually, a very good idea. Quint Clark and Wiley Hegwer will be the two furthest back. Of course, it will be Quint Clark, the furthest back of them all. Teeing it up for the for the Panthers will be number 28. It looks like that may be Petterkin, the number that we didn't have earlier, but they'll be teeing it up at the 40. And we are underway with the 2024 WHSAA football playoffs. Just felt like the season started yesterday, but here we are, 3 victories away for some team in each division from winning and hoisting a trophy in Laramie, Wyoming. In War Memorial, kick is going to be low. It's going to go to an up back who's going to have it. He's going to come all the way across the field. He really doesn't gain anything. He's going to be tackled at the 33-yard line. Up back grabbed that and kind of tried to come to the near side of the field to get some room, but there was nothing to be had. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Wranglers at their own 33-yard line. Of course, it'll be Mills. He'll be in a modified pistol. He's got 2 protecting backs and 1 deep back, that being Kissling. Shoshone going left to right on your radio dial here as we are underway. Referee finally spots the ball. Mills surveys the defense, takes a snap, and is going to hand off, and he's going to get just caught immediately for 1 yard. They just said 5 yard is a 1 yard pickup. This is going to be thrown immediately and dropped, unfortunately. That was, I think we got Braxton Mills in a different uniform again today. He's in number 15. And I'm having a hard time with the stats just because of the sun here. That pass was intended for Quint Clark, as many will be. Incomplete, sets up 3rd and 8. Mills is going to roll left out of the pistol, and he's almost sacked, and it's intercepted. No, luckily they're going to pat the ground, say it was dropped. I don't even want to guess who he was actually intending that for. Braxton was just hammered, absolutely hammered as he rolled to his left. He'll send out the punt team. And the punt is going to hit the ground at the 25 and roll out at about the 23. We'll check the exact spot as it's close. Good punt there. After only gaining 2 yards, and not how Shoshoni wanted to start things off. They ate Carson Kissling for lunch on a play. Good job by Saratoga there. And then, unfortunately, just a drop by Quentin Clark. They were trying to get him out, get the playmaker out in space. Probably a little bit of nerves and a little bit of jitters here in the first round of the playoffs. It will set up Saratoga, and we kind of know what they're going to at least line up and attempt to do. And they go against all conventional. They go out of the gun here. Man slides in motion, now slides back to the right, and that is going to be the handoff, and they hand it to big number 21. That is Alistair Ingram. From his own about 24 and a half, he's going to gain 3. It'll set up 2nd and 7. 21, of course, is one of many bigger backs. He's got some height to him. He's got some width to him between the shoulders. He's a hard guy to bring down, and it's going to test this Shoshoni defense. They're going to have to tackle with numbers. Out of the gun now, 3 trips to the left for Jace Westring. Jace is going to hand off to number 81 this time, and he's got 5. He's got 10. He's going to get out to about 10, 15, call it 16 yards for Hazen Williams. So went from about the 27 or 26 to about the 42-yard line, their own side of the field still. But that run game, that power run game, really starting to already pay some dividends. Shotgun again, man in motion. Westring actually moves under center. Now he's going to hand off, and good gang tackling by Shoshoni will stop Williams after a gain of about 3. That's what Shoshoni's going to have to do this entire game. They are going to have to mount up and tackle as a group. Just do the size differences. We have 10:05 left in the first. Still 0-0 here on 101.7 KDNO. Westring will break the huddle. Going to go out of the gun, has one man just slightly to his right outside, and then 2 protecting backs. That man who was out the right shifts left, now shifts back right. Handoff again to Williams, and Williams is going to be tackled for a gain of 1. Even better, that was red, absolutely red by Kissling, and not maybe best of signs. Carson Kissling gets up. He's bent over. You can tell he hurt himself a little bit. Official going over to check on him. Don't know if it's just he got the wind knocked out of him, but he is doubled over. He's staying out there. Walking a little bit gingerly, but I don't think anything hugely to be concerned of right now. Now out of the wing tee, under center's Westring. In motion goes number 4. He goes out wide to the right. Westring takes a snap. He's looking to throw. Throws across the middle, incomplete. Intended for the man in motion, number 40. That is Brody Johnson. And that will bring up 4th down and 7. Or call it's a short 7. It's closer to 6 since I know Cody Beer's listening. He always asks me what's the difference between short and long 7. It's a short 7, but it is 7. Looks like they're lining up to punt. Of course, you got to watch the fake here at midfield. Going back is Quentin Clark. Snap, and it is going to be a punt, and they're going to punt as far away from Quentin Clark as possible. Bounces at 25 and is going to be down at the 25. So with 8:53 left, both teams have had a possession. Neither has scored. We'll be right back on WYO Today.
Just about things. It's about the things that matter. Your family, your friends, and your health. For decades, Sage West Healthcare has been committed to improving the health and care of our communities. Today, we're investing more in our communities, in our people, in advanced medical technologies, and in specialized facilities, so access to better care is close to you and the things that matter most. Sage West Healthcare. Be well, live well. That's why we're here.
We believe that everyone deserves a second chance, including us.
And welcome back on first down. Dangerous play. Handed off to Kissling, gained 3, but he got spun around pretty violently. It was a little inside give back, almost like an end around if he'd been out further wide. And he almost fumbled it. Coming up with it was Saratoga, but they're saying he was down the ground. Out of the gun, toss sweep this time to Kissling. He's trying to get outside, and Saratoga had that well scouted. He's going to lose all 3 of those back, and it'll be 3rd and 10. Panthers coaching staff knows that if Carson Kissling can beat you to the outside, if you do not play disciplined football, he will gash you in big chunks. They're going to actually spot him. They're going to give him a little bit of forward progress, only a loss of 2. Set up 3rd and long here. Shoshoni looking for their first down. Mills out of the gun, got 4 wide. He's going to look to his left, almost tipped, and then dropped. Pass was intended for Wiley Filio, his first target of the day. And right now, Mills it looks a little jittery out there, perhaps. He's 0 for 2, and it's going to set up 4th and long. So far, only a net of 3 yards on these 2 drives for Shoshoni. So Saratoga's going to get good field position. And we're going to get a flag right at the snap on the punt, so it's most likely didn't look like anybody was unabated, so it'll most likely be on the offense here. Be the first penalty against – no, it was. They're going to say it was unabated. I didn't think anybody had that, but it'll be 5 yards. Still doesn't do a whole lot in terms of changing the thought process here. I wouldn't think this deep in Wrangler territory. So that's the first penalty of the game, first against Saratoga, obviously. Punt, snap is back, it's good, and it's put up in the air. It's going to bounce at the Wrangler 42, and then dangerously, very dangerously, Brody Johnson picked it up on his knees already at about the 37. It didn't look like it was going to take off. It lost momentum, and, of course, he got smacked right as he fielded it. Just a dangerous play overall. In fact, by doing so, they're going to say he lost yards. They're going to give it to him at the Panther 36, where it'll set up 1st and 10 for Saratoga. I would expect Saratoga, after attempting that pass on 3rd down, to try and keep to the run. They've ran it 5 of the 6 times to varying degrees of success. Out of the gun with trips to his left. Westring takes it. He's going to hand it off to Hazen Williams, and Hazen Williams is going to – the Wranglers are going to use the sideline as an extra defender, angle him out there, and he's going to gain 3. Set up 2nd and 7. Hazen Williams already on the day, 23 carries. He is their largest back, their most physical back. He's got deceptive speed to him as well, as we saw against Wind River earlier in the season. Gun again for Westring. He's got a receiver to his left, 2 wide to his left, or excuse me, a protecting back to his left, 2 wide left. He's going to look to throw under pressure, and he's going to have to scramble, and they're going to give him a yard. Good job by Westring making somehow nothing. Great job by the front 3 rushers for the Wranglers, putting pressure on Westring and getting him uncomfortable. And this is a big difference from what we saw early in the season versus now out of Saratoga, as the wind is now kicked up, as you can probably hear. They were pretty exclusive to the wing T and the power I, and now they're going into it on 3rd down and 6.5. Westring under center. from the wing tee. He's going to take it. Hands off and dumped immediately. Great job by the Shoshone Wrangler defense for a loss of 1. They were not fooled as the give was to Hazen Williams again. His first negative rush of the day, and it'll set up 4th and 7 and another punt. So if you came out here wanting to see great defensive football, you've seen it so far. Both defenses have settled in much easier than the offenses have. Let's see if on Shoshone's third possession they can flip that. Snap is good. Punt is deep. Fielded at the 25 to the 30, 35. Out to about the 39. They might give him the 40. Let's see. They're going to give him the 39. Good return by Quentin Clark, and it'll set up Shoshone with their best starting field position of the day. And after further review, they do give him the 40, just by the nose of the ball here with 6:03 left in the first quarter. Mills in the pistol, has a back behind him, has 2 wide on each side. Man in motion. Mills takes it, going to run a little bit of an option. Pitch to Kissling. Kissling at the 40, out to the 45 to the 50, 45-40, and out of bounds. But there is some dirty laundry from the officials inside the 45-yard line. Most likely going to be a hold. Great play call to get Kissling to where he does his best work on the outside by running the option there. But let's check the call here. I can't imagine being anything else but holding, and it is holding. It'll be a 10-yard penalty against Shoshone. Wipes out what would have been a 15-yard plus, not sure on this near side as he was going far side, where he went out of bounds. But it'll set up 1st and 20 from the Shoshone. Actually, you're going to say it was a little further downfield, so it'll turn into about a 7-yard penalty. I thought it was in the backfield. So did everybody else here, I do believe. And from the gun, little screen pass to Kissling. Kissling at the 40. And there's dirty laundry again. That might be roughing the passer, although it was thrown from the far side. Kissling going to get about 9 on it, but let's check the flag again. After 1st and 17, it's going to be a face mask, but against who's the question? There's applause going on the far side, but that might just be someone from Shoshone. Doesn't look like it's a coach. Let's see. They still haven't marked it. And now they have. They grab they reach for the face mask first. They're going to say it's a legal substitution. Or excuse me, a legal man downfield. It's going to result in about it's going to be another 5-yard penalty. So penalties have been the bugaboo on this drive. For Shoshone, out of the gun, 2 wide on each side, protecting back there with Mills. Mills takes the snap, hands it off, and it just didn't look clean, really wasn't. It'll be a gain of 3 to Kissling. It'll get it just inside. It'll make it about 2nd and 18. And both offenses struggling. Shoshone a little bit more. So have not seen a first down yet and are going the wrong way yardage-wise with 5:16 left in the first from the gun. And everybody on the everybody on the Panthers just jumped across the line. Be nice to get a free 5 yards here, and that's exactly what will happen. Hard count there by Mills, and he got everybody on the line for the Panthers to jump across. So snap, they're going to give it to Kissling again, and he's going to gain about 2. Kissling just not able to find a foothold, but right now that's not really on him or the offensive line. Panthers are stacking the box. They're going to make Mills in this receiving corps catch a ball before they're going to take their eyes off the superstar Carson Kissling. 4:50 to go, sets up 3rd, and it's going to be about 12. Just inside 12, so we'll call it 12. Trips to the left for Mills. He takes the snap out of the gun. He's immediately under pressure, having to roll to his right. He's got some room to operate. Throws to Kissling, and it's going to be broken up. Incomplete. Fans want pass interference. We'll be honest here. I did not see any kind of pass interference there. And it'll bring up 4th down. Right now, net yardage overall, Shoshoni with -4. They have 8 yards of offense and 12 yards of penalties in 3 drives. Only 26, though, and a couple first downs in 2 drives for Saratoga. They will be sending a man back. Here's the punt. It's blocked. Picked up by Hazen Williams. He's at the 30, 25, out at the 25-yard line. Huge blocked punt. Hazen Williams comes up with it after number 20, Burris Berger with the block. And they are going to spot it. They're going to say he was out at, looks like about the 21. Let's see where exactly they spot it. That is indeed, and great starting field position for Saratoga here. And I'll be honest, I will be shocked if they put it in the air, but I've been shocked many times before. Shotgun formation, 2 backs on his right. Westring with the snap. He's going to keep it. He's into the 15. And let's see, they're going to mark him at the 15 exactly. So for Westring, that is going to be a 5-yard gain. Set up 2nd and 5 from the 15. Saratoga threatening to be the first one to score in this quarterfinal matchup between the Wranglers and the Panthers. They break the huddle. This time just reverse it, the 2 protectors on the left. Westring, snap. He's looking to keep it. He's going left. He's going to be sacked, though, for a loss of 3. Good job by the Wrangler defense there. They saw what he was doing. He didn't have a pitch man, so they're able to kind of enclose on him from both the outside and the inside rusher and tackle him for a loss. Actually, they're going to mark that back about 4 is where he went down. So it'll set up 3rd and a long 8. You assume this is 4-down territory for the Panthers. Going under center, wing T now for Westring and the Panthers. Takes the snap. He's going to keep it and roll right. He's looking to pass. He's got a man open. He catches it, but he's going to be short, about a 5-yard gain. Gain was to Burrisberger. First completion of the day by either team. Bring up 4th and about a long 4 or short 4 for the Shoshoni Wranglers defense to hold. It's an interesting predicament, and they're going to let the clock go down. It looks like might be looking at a timeout here. They're in no hurry, and they're walking towards the sideline. So with 2:25, there we got the whistle. With 2:23 left in the first quarter, it is 0-0, but Saratoga threatening your Shoshoni Wranglers here on 101.7 KDNO.
CEO of Atlantic City Federal Credit Union. And if we said no to you in the past, I'm asking you for a second chance too. In the midst of everything happening, we are committed now more than ever to second chances and when it comes to your finances. An auto loan for your new car, business loans, home loans, and more. Give Atlantic City Federal Credit Union a second chance to give you a second chance. We've been helping our community thrive since 1964, and now it's your turn. Visit AtlanticCity.coop to apply today. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union, federally insured by the NCUA.
Welcome back. 4th down out of the timeout. Western going to take the snap. He's going to look to the end zone. Man open, touchdown. But there is a flag on the field along the line. So hold the phone real quick. It was a would be a 15-yard completion to Brody Johnson, but catch the flag here. Holding against Saratoga, so they will bring that back and tack on 10 yards. Just beautifully ran route by Johnson. Westring found him. He had a couple of yards separation, but it's going to be the third penalty of the day already here in the first quarter with 2:17 left against Saratoga. It takes a fourth and manageable 4th and 5 where they could kind of do what they just did. They could throw, they could pass. It's going to make it 4th and 14. So they're kind of limited here with one down to play. I don't think they have a field goal kicker. Neither team does that could kick it anywhere near that far. So we're going to see the wing T here probably play it safe would be my guess. Westring takes a snap, fakes, looking to throw deep, and he's going to throw to nobody. He was looking for a Burris Burger, but overshot him by about 15 yards. Not sure if that's just an overthrow, quarterback not knowing the play, or the receiver running the wrong route. But the Wrangler defense will hunker down and hold, and it will be a turnover on downs right just inside their own 25, where Braxton Mills and this Shoshoni offense will seek their first down of the game. Mills in number 15 now. He's been in that for a couple weeks now. Out of the gun, trips to the left, and man in motion. He's going to throw out a screen, and he just was off target with it. It's complete to Carson Kissling, but Carson had blockers. It's going to be a loss of 5 as Carson fell to the ground trying to get it. So, unfortunately, just Braxton not playing up to his normal self. It'll be a minus 5 yards on the reception. It'll set up 2nd and 15. Well, just a little more on that, and he had those 3 receivers out there, and they had Saratoga in a bind. Mills looking to pass. He's looking for 21. That being Landon Casper, and he's going to overthrow him as well. Coach Trumpler talking to him now. It'll set up 3rd and 15, and they have just gone absolutely backwards. Going out of the gun and looking for the screen. It's a throwback pass, looking deep for Quentin Clark, is 25, incomplete, and just not enough of a flag on it. They tossed out to Morgan Neal. He wants the call, but just didn't get enough under it. Quentin Clark was open, had to hold up for it. Great little trick play, but unfortunately incomplete, and it'll set up 3rd and 15. And there's a flag on the play as well, so it looks like it would come back. He'll take it to 4th and 15. Flag is going to be illegal man downfield again. Second time it is, of course, declined with it being 4th and 15. And the struggles for the Wrangler offense will continue. They'll look to punt. Of course, last one was blocked. Punting will be Morgan Neal. Burris Berger with the block. Hazen Williams with the recovery on the last series. Here with 1:24 left in the first quarter. This one's going to get off. It's high. It's not got a lot of depth to it. It's going to bounce. They might give him the 50. Bounced at about the 47. Stayed up in there, and they're going to, where is he running to? Okay, now he's coming back. He was running all the way in like the 45, and that's exactly where they're going to put it, midfield, where Saratoga will take over. So it'll net about 30 yards after the bounce. Very high. Of course, he's trying to get it off very quickly after the block previously. Going from the gun, 2 wide right, 1 on the left. Now another one's going to join him. Now curve back in motion. Snap Westring. He's going to pitch to the man in motion, Brody Johnson, and he's going to get tackled for a 2-yard loss. So Wrangler defense really playing well against this run. Only 2.5-yard average right now for the Panthers. Set up 2nd and 12 here. It's a very short 12, but 12 nonetheless. As we'll tick under 45 seconds in the first quarter before this snap. Wing T now, Westring under center. Hard count now takes the snap. Rolling with the option. Pitches it to Mason Williams, and he's popped in the backfield for a loss of 2 more. Hazen Williams, just popped. Absolutely lit up by Braxton Mills and Quentin Clark leading the way there, as we'll go under 10 seconds, and it looks like the Panthers are in no hurry to run this 3rd and 13. So at the end of 1, we are scoreless here in the quarterfinals between Shoshoni and Saratoga. We'll be right back with the second quarter here on WYO Today at 101.7 KDNO.
For a place, a people, an idea, for right and freedom, for liberty and justice for all. For every square inch between fruited plains and spacious skies. Marines fight to win. See all the battles Marines fight to win at marines.com.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
And welcome back. Start of the second quarter, 3rd and 14 for the Panthers. Out of the gun is Westring. He's got 2 wide on each side and protecting back with him. He's looking to his left. He's going deep to his left, and it's going to be just confusion. He's trying to get it to Brody Johnson. Brody Johnson curved in to his left inside, and Westring led him out to the right. So intended target was Burris Berger, not Johnson. It'll set up 4th and 13-ish, and it looks like they're going to punt again. Shoshoni not seemingly buying the fact they're going to punt from midfield. Okay, now there goes Quentin Clark back, and we've got all sorts of whistles and a flag here on the field. It has not been cleanly played. We can definitely say that. 3 penalties so far against Saratoga, 2 against Shoshoni, all in the first quarter. And we start off, and it's going to be movement. So that'll be the 4th penalty of the day against Saratoga. They'll back it up 5 yards, do it again. Probably takes any kind of notion of the fake out of it. But then again, if you're going on 4th and 13, why would 4th and 18 scare you all that much? Snap, kick, high, end over end, and it's going to be fumbled, muffed, and lucky for Quentin Clark is the fact that Braxton Mills was right there and fell on it. One Panther was there. That'd be number 22, Griffin Bartlett. He was right there, but he was more concerned with trying to tackle the returner than look for the ball. Can't blame him there. He's the only guy back there. Kind of caught Quentin Clark where he didn't know what he wanted to do with it. And he kind of was hanging back, going to let it bounce, and then he reached down for it around his ankles and had trouble with it. Mills from the pistol. Hands out off to Kissling. Kissling's going to get from the 30-yard line to the 35, 5-yard gain. Best first down play of the day for the Shoshone Wranglers with 11:32 and counting here in the first half. Actually, after giving them all the forward progress, they'll give them 6. Sets up 2nd and 4 from the gun with trips to his left. Mills, Kissling in the backfield with him. He's going to hand it off on a draw, and this one Kissling's going to get eaten up for a loss of 1. So they didn't buy it 2 times in a row, and now Shoshone will substitute, and they're looking at a 3rd and medium here from their own 35. Shoshone still looking for that first down of the day. Out of the huddle, they'll have 2 on each side. Out wide, Mills, gun, protecting back. Kissling is to his left. Man going in motion, and he's way off sides. Unfortunately, Landon Casper there turned towards the line and just ran past it before the snap ever happened. So we'll back it all the way up and make it 3rd and 10 for Shoshone. Just some little mental errors. Coach Mills now talking with with Quentin Clark. Move it all the way back to the original starting position of this drive, right at the 30. And just it takes some wind out of your sails. Combined 7 penalties already. We've barely played for 13 and a half minutes. And now with the sun going behind the building here, it is starting to get cooler and cooler. Right now we're showing a temp of still 45. Mills from the gun. He's going to look deep. Quentin Clark having to adjust for it, and we're going to see a flag come out as the defender, I think the defender gotten away with it if he had not, and most importantly, had turned around. He never did. He got very physical with Clark. It was underthrown, but the DB never looked back for the ball, only played the man. So that'll be a 15-yard PI, pass interference. And the first down of the game, the first down for the Wranglers, and penalties starting to become they were a concern already. They're starting to become worrisome for Saratoga. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Wranglers. Pistol formation, trips to his left. Mills takes it, looks the option, pitches, and just ill-advised. It was overhand pitch, but it was behind the line, so Kissling is going to have to fall on it for a loss of 4. He's looking for the pitch. He probably should have just gone back, taken the loss of about a yard, but he did a little overhand pitch. But even though it was overhand, since it was going behind him, it's a lateral. Kissling had to fall on it as it was very low and in the ground. And he'll set up 2nd and 14 from the 41-yard line of Shoshone. Out of the pistol, 2 protecting backs, only 1 wide receiver to the left. Looking for the end around, handed Quentin Clark. He's got some room if he can make a man miss. He does, and then he's absolutely leveled. High hit, physical hit. Nothing dirty about it, but it will be a 5-yard gain. Sets up 3rd and 10. For Shoshone here with 9:48 and counting left in the first half. Mills breaks huddle, has Kissling to his right and has 2 wide, 2 on the right, 2 on the left. Man in motion is Wiley Filio going up top to his right. They're going to look to throw it to Kissling, complete on the screen, and he's going to gain about 8. It will set up 4th and 2. Carson Kissling had to reach up to haul that one in. Be 4th and 2. It's got to reach just inside the Panther 45. They're just inside their own 40, inside the 47. Pistol, and they got him jump. Hard count by Mills, and guy just kind of stepped into the neutral zone, then didn't step back, just kind of hung out there. It'll be the second It'll be the second first down of the day, both of them by penalty, but it is the sixth penalty of the day against the Panthers. 45 yards of penalty yardage sets up 1st and 10 at the 41. In the pistol, handoff. Going to his right now, cutting back inside, getting down to from the 41 to about the 37. 4-yard gain on Wiley Filio's first carry of the day. Set up 2nd and 6 here for Shoshoni, and they've got a drive going. And not the prettiest drive, it's probably not a drive you want, but in the playoffs, you'll take any drive you can get as everybody is playing hard-nosed football. Going from the gun, now they're going to switch it into a pistol with 8:23 left in the half. One protecting back, and Carson Kissling behind him, 2 wide to the left for Mills. Mills with the snap. It wasn't clean, comes out of it, throws it away. They're going to say incomplete. I don't know who it was intended to. We could have seen the potential flag there. We're going to say it was intended for Oakley Hicks because he was the closest guy in, but he was a good 15 yards away. It just didn't look good from the get-go. Mills looked like he got the snap a little in the wrong way in his hands, was looking to roll to his left, wound up having to come back after the delay to gather the ball in and go to his right, and just threw it away. So breaking the hole, 1 wide on each side. Filio going in motion, fake to him, and it's going to be a pitch to Kissling, and he's going to get eaten alive, but there's going to be a face mask call. 3-yard loss on the play, but it will be, I'm guessing, the 15-yard variety. Let's see, they do talk about it. His hands were up around the helmet. It was the head official, the referee, throwing it. It is going to be the 5-yard variety, actually, which is unique only because that's how he took him down. That's the only reason I would question that. But it should. We're having all sorts of issues here now with the ball and the ball marker. Fans not happy with it. And after all that, it'll be 3rd and 6. Fans really not happy. Out of the pistol, Mills hands to Kissling. And he's going to try and fight his way to the 31. He's close to a first down. They're going to give him 5.5. So he's going to be a little bit short, it looks like, on the initial spot. It's close, folks. And they say first down. So, gave him 6. It's funny because the ref eyes it up. I've yet to see the chains brought out here in 3 years of calling games in Wyoming. I've yet to see the chains come out once. It will be 1st and 10 just right at the 31-yard line of the Panthers. Shoshoni on the move, 7.5 minutes left in the first half. Pistol with 2 protecting backs. Quentin Clark is out wide to the right. Snap to Mills. Mills going to hand it to Kissling. He's got one man to beat. He does. 30, 25 to the 20, down to the 15. 16-yard gain for Carson Kissling. Kissling got out to the left. He had to make one man miss, and if I'm betting man, and I am, I'm betting on Carson all day long when he has open field and only one man to beat. 1st and 10 from the 15, 7:05 in the first half. Mills from the pistol takes the snap, hands it off to Landon Casper, and he is going to get to right at the 10-yard line. It looks like it'll be a 5-yard gain. And they're saying he fumbled the ball. Let's see, they're checking. Let's see here. It is a fumble. So Landon Casper fumbles the football at the 10-yard line after gaining 5 yards. First time Shoshoni's put on the ground, and just that abruptly, the drive for Shoshoni ends, and Jace Westering and this Panther offense will take the field deep in their own territory with 6:46 to play. Didn't see the ball come loose, just don't have a great angle on it, but it did according to the officials, and it is a turnover, first turnover of the game. Snap to Westring, he's going to hand off, and they're just going to extend the play, gain of about 3 by Brody Johnson. And, boy, you got to give Shoshoni credit. They have stopped these much bigger running backs than they are. The DBs have tackled very well. You can tell, form coach, wrapping them up, waiting for help, not trying to do too much and not trying to lay a big lick, just trying to get them to the ground. 2nd and 7 from the gun. Westring gets the snap. He's going to keep it himself, go up the middle. He's at the 20, and he's down at right at the 20. So let's see if they give him enough yardage for that. It's going to be a 7-yard carry by Westring. They do give him the first down. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 21-yard line of the Panthers for the Panthers here. .6:13 and counting. In the first half, Westring from the gun, only 1 back with him, 2 out wide to his left. They're now going left to right on your radio dial. Snap. Westring looking to pass and just barely got it off before he was just popped. Trying to lay eyes on who popped him. It looks like it was Landon Casper. Pass was intended for Dusty Williams, I do believe, number 11. Incomplete, though. Not a lot of completions in the game. 3 total between the two teams. Sets up 2nd and 10. From the gun, Westring. He's looking to pass again, looking down the middle. He's thrown into triple coverage and intercepted. Quentin Clark at the 45. Just didn't look good, quite frankly. Trying to get it to Berger. And the interception at the 45 by Quentin Clark. And if he'd caught that, I wouldn't want to be the defensive coordinator. I would not want to be the defensive players come back to the sideline for Shoshoni because they had a guy in front of him and 2 guys to the left of him. They had him completely bracketed. Unwise throw. It'll set up at the 46-yard line of the Panthers. Snap to Mills. He hands it to Kissling. Kissling to the 40. Now he's at the 35-30, 25-20, 15, 10. Cuts it inside. 5. Touchdown, Shoshoni! Took him 1 play, and Carson Kissling goes 46 yards for the score. Much like his 16-yard gain, they found it where he only had to beat 1 guy, and then he got a block downfield to seal off the safety trying to come over, and Shoshoni leads 6-0. Turnover battle now even. Shoshoni able to take advantage of it, and they will look to kick here. It'll be Colby Brink. Snap. Hold is down. Kick is up. Kick is no good. So after a lot of offensive struggles for both teams with 5:43 left in the first half, it's 6-0. Shoshoni on top here on KDNO 101.7.
Riverton Blodorn Lumber is proud to support youth sports. Experience the Blodorn difference. Quality products, design, delivery, and expert service. Blodorn Lumber, 1202 North Federal in Riverton. Blodorn Lumber.
Riverton's Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
And welcome back to 101.7 KDNO and WYO Today Media. 6-0, Shoshoni on top, able to turn the Jace Westring to Quentin Clark interception into a 46-yard rush by Carson Kissling for the touchdown. Extra point was wide left. Brink now has it teed up at the Shoshoni 40, and here goes the kickoff with 5:43 left in the first half. High, going to be fielded around the 11 to the 15, out to the 20, to the 25, 30, out to about the 34-yard line goes Brody Johnson, and that is where they will set up the Panthers 5:36 to answer. 1st and 10 from their own 35. Shoshoni defense ready to go. Rip Roaring wanting another takeaway. So far, takeaway by each team. Only Shoshoni able to capitalize, obviously, in the 6-0 score. From the gun is Westring. He's got a protecting back on his right. He's got quads to his left out wide. Looks like Shoshone sending more than they're protecting. Williams came in motion, came back, falling down, had him in the backfield, and they're going to get him for a gain of about 3 on the little screen pass to Hazen Williams. So set up 2nd, and it's just inside 7 yards, so we'll call it long 6 for the Panthers here, and we will tick under 5 minutes left in the first half by the time this snap takes place. Breaking the huddle, a lot more linemen on this one as it's the wing T formation. Westring under center. Brody Johnson in motion. Now coming back, and they're going to fake it to him and give it to Hazen Williams. And Williams is going to gain the first down, it looks like, with a 7-yard pickup. Nope, they're going to say he is just shy. So they're going to say his knee went down. That's where they spotted the ball. So set up 3rd and 1. If you're the Panthers here, do you take a bit of a shot here or a little pass maybe to get Westring's confidence back a little bit? Because you're definitely going on 4th. And with Hazen Williams, you got to like their chances there. In motion is Johnson again. Goes to his right. Now back to the left side. They're going to hand to Williams. Williams at the 45 is going to get all the way out to about the 49. And that will be right at the 50s where they'll spot him down. That'll be a 5-yard gain, and it will be a first down for the Panthers. At the same point in time, the way the Panthers offense is constructed and the way they move, you might want to see a little more urgency out of them if you're a Saratoga fan, because we're going to be under 4 minutes, and we've had one play since we were under 5 minutes. We're going to be under about 3:50 before this snap, and they're still at midfield. Wing T, Westring, hard count. Takes the snap. Now looking to run the option. He's at the 50 to the 48, 47. Called a 3-yard gain as Westring keeps it. And he'll set up 2nd and 7. A little bit of substitution going on here. So we're trying to see how much time they actually use. For some reason, they're taking their sweet time, 3:20, so 40 seconds really in between plays. And they're at their own, the Shoshone 47. Westring now out of the gun. All the receivers out to the right, but in tight. One crossing across the middle. And we've got all sorts of chaos. And I think it might be an illegal snap, which is rare. Oh, they're going to call a false start. It looked like nobody expected that snap to occur. And that's now 56 yards of penalties. 8 penalties on the day against Saratoga already. And so we still have not had an official play. We got 3:07. Clock stopped, of course, there. Does move it all the way back to the 48-yard line of the Panthers to set up 2nd and 12. Wing T again. Westring, snap, fakes. He's looking to pass. He's going out to number 22. Quentin Clark steps in front of it and breaks it up. You could almost feel Quentin Clark's eyes getting bigger on that one. He wanted a shot at it. That one was intended for Griffin Bartlett. His first target of the day is 2 of 6 for 8 yards is Jace Westring, and, of course, the one interception. It'll set up 3rd and 12, 13-ish for the Panthers. 2:51 to go. Clock at least does stop for them. And what no coach ever wants to do, having to call a timeout on a play where the clock's not moving. So with 2:51 left in the first half, it's 6-0. Shoshoni on top here on 101.7 KDNO.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunner's Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunner's Automotive, 856-2288.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at Du Bois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
And welcome back to 101.7 KDNO and Wide Today Media's coverage of the playoff game of the week. Shoshoni on top 6-0. It has been a defensive slugfest. Everything has been difficult for both offenses. We have 2:51 left. It'll be 3rd and long, 3rd and about 13 for the Panthers. They're going to come out in the wing tee. Westring under center. Hard snap, almost gets the blitzer. Now here they come, and he's going to get the pass off, and it's complete. And it is good for 13 plus 3. So 16-yard pass, longest pass of the day for Westring, and he's going to get it to Griffin this time, his intended target last time. Set first down at the 37-yard line of Shoshoni. Going out of the wing tee, now going in motion is Johnson. Handoff is to Williams. Williams gets out and trucks over number 1, Oakley Hicks, but Oakley Hicks stuck with it, able to get him down. It will be a 6-yard gain for Hazen Williams. Oakley Hicks got the worst of it, but he got done what he wanted to get done, which is get Hazen Williams down. 2nd and 4 will be under 2 minutes to go in the half here before the snap. Might be under 1:55. We will be gun. Quads to the left. Johnson comes in motion, now going back out. And the throw is going to be across the middle, and it's going to be dropped, but we may have defensive holding here. He was looking for for Brody Johnson, Brody Johnson able to get 2 hands on it, but the flag came out before the ball reached him. It is going to be defensive holding, I do believe. It is a 10-yard penalty. Is defensive holding against the Wranglers. Didn't catch who did it, but where the flag fell, there was no doubt they were either calling that or PI. It will be obviously a first down. So it'll set up a 1st and goal from the 20, no, not 1st and goal, excuse me. 1st and 10 from the 21-yard of Shoshoni. 1:43 left in the half. From the gun, takes it. Westring going to keep it, and he's going to lose yards if maybe get back in line if he's lucky. They're going to say he lost one. Good swarming defense there by a whole host of Wranglers who weren't fooled by that keep. And it'll be a loss of 1 against Westring. Set up 2nd and 11, clock moving, under 1:20. Still not the sense of urgency you might expect. They only have, I know they have at least one timeout. I know they've used at least one. From the gun, Westring, he's going to roll to his right, looking towards the end zone, and caught. Is it caught? Let's see here. Touchdown. Westring to Brody Johnson for 22 yards. So that'll be the first touchdown of the day for Westering and for this team. I realize I got my touchdowns from last game still up there. So we need to take care of that in the stat book. They're going for 2. Westering takes it, looks into the end zone, caught, and Saratoga leads. 2-point conversion. It is 8-6 here with 1:05 left in the first. Saratoga drives down, takes the lead after Shoshoni had scored first. It is 8-6 here late in the first half on 101.7 KDNO.
Dos Solitos is proud to support Fremont County sports teams. Enjoy bold Mexican flavors that'll have your taste buds shouting, "Olé!" Follow them on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for updates on events and food truck locations.
You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube oil and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
And welcome back. The difference here, a missed PAT and a 2-point PAT converted. And Saratoga Panthers lead 8-6 with 1:05 left here on the playoff game of the week on 101.7 KDNO. Panthers have it spotted at the 40. They will kick off back deep as Quentin Clark. Not sure if he'll get to him. It is a squib kick. It's going to be picked up by Caden Kissling. He's just going to fall on it at the 31. Where it will be 1st and 10 with 1:01 left in the half. I don't expect to see Shoshoni putting the ball in the air with Mills here. He's 2 of 7 for 3 total yards. Of course, one of those was the looking to do a throwback on set up a little halfback screen, and Carson Kissling just has ankles. He caught it, lost 5 yards. So, but I do expect they will try and pop Carson Kissling out. Nope, they're going with 4 wide on the left. Mills by himself in the gun. I thought they might try and run it there. They are going to try and throw short to Quentin Clark. He cuts inside to the 35, to the 40, 45, to the 50. He's still up, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25. He's still up, 20, breaks the tackle, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, 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 Wranglers. 1 play, 69 yards. And what momentum is a fickle beast. Quentin Clark on his first target of the day goes 69 yards. And make no bones about it, it's a good pass on the screen, but it was all Quentin Clark who took it all the way. And Shoshoni, in the span of 20 seconds, retakes the lead. Got a little excited there. And they're going to look for 2. And it's complete by Mills to Oakley Hicks for 2. So from 8-6 to 14-8 in the span of 18.3 seconds. What a play. Cody, no, I have not lost my voice, but I'm going to get there close. So with 46.7, we'll take a break. Shoshoni back on top by 6, 14-8. B&M Septic and Excavation offers prompt professional service. Call them today for a quote at 850-2200. They serve far and wide across Fremont County and deep. B&M Septic and Excavation is proud to support Fremont County sports. And welcome back to 101.7 KDNO. If you haven't been listening the last 20 seconds, you missed a lot. Panthers take the lead 8-6. Squib kick at the 31 fielded, and then a short pass, and Quentin Clark goes 69 yards. And now, don't look now, trying to break some tackles, and finally out of bounds is Brody Johnson. Return of about 25 yards to the 45, 40.2 seconds left. All of a sudden, the offenses have awoken. but just a little screen pass, got some good blocks, and basically made the rest happen himself. Broke a tackle early up towards the line, towards about the 33-yard line. Broke another one at the 50, did Clark. Broke another one at the 30, and then he was gone. Clint Clark, Cody Beers, and myself, the Riverton broadcaster, were talking about him the other day. He's a stud receiver, and he just showed why. From the gun, Jace Westering looking deep and overthrew it, looking for Johnson there. Just sailed on him. Trying to find Brody there. There we go. So bring up 2nd and 10 from the 45-yard line of the Panthers with 35.7 seconds left. And I'll tell you, they are not comfortable throwing the football. They only have usually one, maybe two guys out in the route. And Shoshoni's done a good job, touchdown notwithstanding, done a good job bracketing them. Last thing they want to do is get Quint Clark, who had the interception earlier. You don't want him to touch the ball if you're Saratoga. Of course, great two-way player, wideout and DB. Under center in the wing T, Johnson in motion. Westering takes it, looking to his left, going deep, and overthrown again. This one intended for number 40, Brody Johnson, yet again. Only man in there and in coverage was Oakley Hicks. Brings up 3rd and 10 with 30.1 seconds left. Game's gone fairly quickly until the last about minute and 5 seconds, or not even that, last 35 seconds of the last minute and 5 have just slowed to a pace of both teams have scored. Shoshoni on top here on 101.7 KDNO, 14-8. From the wing T, Westering under center. No man in motion this time. It's going to be an option, and Williams is going to get lit up. Loss of 8 in the backfield. Toss was just by Westering, and Shoshoni just followed him right back and just lit him up. And I think Saratoga's going to call it a half, and they are, as they're walking toward the sideline, as we have 5 seconds left in the half. All right, that is the half. So we will be right back with the United States Marine Corps halftime show for this quarterfinal matchup between Saratoga and Shoshoni. Shoshoni on top, 14-8 on 101.7 KDNO.
The staff and board of the Fremont County Fair wish to thank everyone who attended the fair this year. Whether you enjoyed Family Day, a night event, entered a craft, or showed livestock, thanks for all your efforts. Stay tuned for a bigger and better Fremont County Fair next year.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
Visit Lander Gambles to make your home feel like new. They will beat any competitor's price. Stop by to speak to one of the sales agents or visit LanderGambles.com. Lander Gambles will help you find the perfect product that fits your budget and lifestyle. Lander Gambles, 420 Main Street, Lander, Wyoming.
Good news, DUI crashes and deaths are falling in Fremont County.
We're doing better, but even one death on our roads from impaired driving, we take personally.
We started the Fremont County DUI Task Force 2 years ago because we're losing too many friends, family members, and community members to impaired driving.
So we've joined forces to work together to find and stop impaired drivers in Fremont County, wherever they are.
And we're making an impact, but we need your help.
If your summer activities involve alcohol, plan ahead and make good choices.
Drink responsibly, designate a sober driver, or call Safe Ride.
And don't let your friends drive impaired either, even if you have to take their keys and find them a safe ride home.
Let's all look out for each other and keep everybody safe. Remember,
don't risk it. Drive sober.
Your tax pros at 219 East Main Street in Riverton, Wyoming can handle all your tax needs. Whatever your situation, we know what to do. Call 307-856-2256 today to schedule an appointment. H&R Block is open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Men have a way of doing things. A man has his way of eating, of exercising, of keeping his hands warm, and of straightening up. So, when a man faces a serious life problem like divorce, depression, or suicidal thoughts, shouldn't a man have a way to deal with that too? Well, now he does. I'm Dr. Rich Mahogany. Visit me at mantherapy.org.
And welcome to the United States Marine Corps halftime show here on 101.7 KDNO and WYO Today Media. It was a sluggish first quarter and about a half, and then the last 5 minutes of the half, the offenses kind of woke up after some turnovers, one by each team. As we go to the Ranger Printer scorebook, first we're going to look at the visitors from Saratoga, the 4 seed in this. They have 90 total yards, 4 of 12 passing is Jace Westring. He has 46 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. That touchdown is to Brody Johnson. Rushing the football, they have a 44 yards, 2.3 yard average. No touchdowns. Of course, only 1 in the game for them. And only a 2.3 yard average on 44 yards. What has really, really hurt them has been the interception by Quentin Clark that was thrown by Westring, and then penalties. They have 8 of them already for 56 total yards, or 55 total yards, excuse me. Now, as we look up at Shoshoni, not a whole lot better except for the yardage woke up. This was a team who at one point in time had negative yardage after their 3rd drive. 158 total yards of offense, though, and most of it coming on the last couple of series, especially that last one where Quentin Clark took a 69 screen pass all the way to the house after just having given up the lead, and that's where we are at 14-8. But Braxton Mills is 3 of 8 for 72 yards. He does have the touchdown. Morgan Neal, 0 of 1. They tried the trickeration with him, just unable to get Quentin Clark. Rushing the ball, the Wranglers have 13 carries, 86 yards, 6.6 yards per carry. Vast majority of those coming from Carson Kissling on his last run, which was the touchdown run of 46 yards. He has 77 of them total. The only other carry by Quentin Clark for 5 yards. And Wiley Filio for 4. Penalty-wise, it started to be a bit concerning for Shoshoni early on, but they kind of ironed that out. They have 4 on the day for 27 yards. They do have the lost fumble, that being their 1 turnover of the day. It's what you'd expect out of playoff football. You know, there are no bad teams. Where I came from in Georgia, actually 16 teams made it in each one. Excuse me, not 16, 64. A lot more people, obviously, but you had some bad teams facing number 1 seeds. You have teams like just bad. I mean, just really, really bad. Here, you're not going to get that. And Shoshoni and Saratoga, a good matchup on paper, and they have shown that. The defenses, as you would expect in a game with a little bit of nerves, kind of no different than going all the way up to the Super Bowl, where defenses tend to come out a little less nervous. They get to inflict a little bit of pain, and that's what has happened so far. The defenses have led the way up until the offenses started to settle down late in the first half. So as far as turnover battles, one of our keys of the game, knotted up at 0-0. As far as pace of the game, however, it has been a more Shoshoni-style game so far. More balance. Saratoga has not been able to set up the run as much as they would probably like to have. They've had some success with it, but Shoshoni has really kept that kind of bottled up and will continue to look to do so. We are 24 minutes of play left from somebody punching their ticket to somewhere. And the reason I say somewhere is because if it's Saratoga who comes out on top, they will travel somewhere. They are one of the 4 seeds. If Shoshoni wins, They host next week, and we'll be here with them. And just one last reminder here on the United States Marine Corps Halftime Show. It is about 5 o'clock on KFCW 93.1. We'll be Ernie Over and Austin Beck-Doss with Lander Valley at Star Valley in 3A playoff action. And then at 6, the nightcap, Cody and Baylor Beers will bring you Riverton versus Powell, a rematch in what I think is the best playoff game in the state today. On paper, I think that could be an extremely competitive game, and every play is going to be so meaningful. You can catch that on 93.9 KTAK. Of course, you can listen on our YouTube channel, and you can listen on our app, and you can listen on our website. A reminder, if you will, that if you wish we were able to bring you live stream instead of a corporate conglomerate who's just been eating up states' video rights for years, go ahead, call your closest member of WHSAA. Let them know. Let your school hear it, and also let your state Congress, state House member know it. That you'd rather see us, Cody, Ernie, myself, and others throughout the entire state that devote so much and care so much about these schools to be able to show it to you live. We're glad you're listening, though, and we'll be right back with the second half here on KDNO 101.7 and WYO Today.
Hey guys, this is Nick Haskell, and here at Haskell's Furniture and Flooring, we have the best brands. With our size, we are able to shop for you. We're able to choose the top products from the best companies. We carry Lazy Boy, Tempur-Pedic, Ashley, Sealy, Serta, and more. With our variety, we can make sure we're a one-stop shop for all of your home furnishing needs. Come in today to one of our locations in Cody, Lovell, Worland, and Riverton, where we have the best prices and a better service.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
Embrace comfort throughout the seasons with Northern Arapaho Propane and Solid Waste. Proudly rooted in the local community, supporting Fremont County year-round. Your preferred supplier serving enrolled and non-enrolled members. For more information, call 307-463-4185.
Papa Murphy's on North Federal in Riverton makes your pizza to order. Order online at papamurphys.com or in store. Delicious, fresh-made pizza just the way you want it. Papa Murphy's is a proud supporter of our local Fremont County student athletes.
Exploding at 200 miles per hour. Airbags pack a punch. Until age 13, stay buckled up in the back seat. Buckle up, Wyoming. It's the law.
For more than 40 years, Porter's Mountain View Supply has been serving central Wyoming with top brand name spas, stoves, fireplaces, and outdoor grills. With 2 locations in Riverton and Casper Plus financing available for your purchase, Porter's offers expert advice, quality products, and service along with maintenance. Porter's, your local spa, stove, and fireplace provider in Riverton at the corner of Sunset and North Federal.
Shoshoni Rose Casino and Hotel is proud to support youth sports in Fremont County. Enjoy a meal at the Deca Gai He restaurant. Deca Gai He is Shoshoni for the eating house. Open daily from 7:30 a.m. until 9 p.m. Try a weekend getaway with the family in one of their comfortable, pet-friendly guest rooms and enjoy the heated swimming pool. Book online at shoshonirose.com and remember to support Fremont County youth sports. Go team!
Snyder Signature Properties would like to give a huge shout out to the local sports of Fremont County. They are here to support your team and your local home real estate needs. Call today to see how Snyder Signature Properties can help you buy and sell your next property. Good luck to all Fremont County athletes.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Don't leave your future up in the air. Always wear a seatbelt and reduce your risk of death of serious injury in a crash by almost 50%. Buckle up, Wyoming.
Take the next step in higher education at Central Wyoming College. Offering 2- and 4-year degree programs in a variety of fields, Central Wyoming College in Riverton is transforming lives and strengthening communities through learning, leadership, and connection.
Living well isn't just about things. It's about the things that matter. Your family, your friends, and your health. For decades, Sage West Healthcare has been committed to improving the health and care of our communities. Today, we're investing more in our communities, in our people, in advanced medical technologies, and in specialized facilities, so access to better care is close to you and the things that matter most. Sage West Healthcare. Be well, live well. That's why we're here.
We believe that everyone deserves a second chance, including us. Hi, I'm Brian Robacher, CEO of Atlantic City Federal Credit Union. And if we said no to you in the past, I'm asking you for a second chance too. In the midst of everything happening, we are committed now more than ever to second chances and when it comes to your finances. An auto loan for your new car, business loans, home loans, and more. Give Atlantic City Federal Credit Union a second chance to give you a second chance. We've been helping our community thrive since 1964, and now it's your turn. Visit AtlanticCity.coop to apply today. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union, federally insured by the NCUA.
For a place, a people, an idea, for right and freedom, for liberty and justice for all. For every square inch between fruited plains and spacious skies. Marines fight to win. See all the battles Marines fight to win at marines.com.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
Riverton Blowdorn Lumber is proud to support youth sports. Experience the Blowdorn difference. Quality products, design, delivery, and expert service. Blowdorn Lumber, 1202 North Federal in Riverton. Blowdorn Lumber.
Riverton's Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right.
Ticket to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
And welcome back to 101.7 KDNO. 25 seconds until the second half kicks off. It is 14-8 Shoshoni over Saratoga at the moment. 24 more minutes to play in regulation to see who will advance to the 1A 9-man state semifinal. Last minute and 5 seconds that first half, crazy as Saratoga scored and got the 2-point conversion, go up 8-6, and then one play later, Quentin Clark, 69-yard receiving touchdown. Brink has it teed up at the 40. Saratoga will get the ball to start the second half. And now we're in the shade mostly, so it's kind of cooler. It's going to be fielded at the 20 to the 25, out to the 30, and he goes down on his knee. Does number 22, the return man. That was, I don't see who that is. Let's see here in the program if we can catch one real quick. That might be Linkinio Peterkin. I don't have another 22. It was Caden Kissling on the stop, however. Saratoga will take over here. They're coming out in the wing tee as I kind of expected they would. Westring under center. Nobody in motion. He's going to hand it off to Williams, and Williams is going to get from where they gave him originally was the 29 to the 35. So it'll be a 6-yard gain for Hazen Williams. Biggest back on the Saratoga Panther roster. They've held him 35 yards on 11 carries, 3.2-yard average. Not a whole lot more I think you could do with that. Just need to continue it. He started out looking like the Hazen Williams of earlier in the season with 16 yards on his first carry, and since then he's been relatively bottled up. From the gun, trips to the left. Westring struggled with it first, got it to Williams. Williams is going to plow ahead for 4, call it 7 now. Gets out for 7 yards, and back-to-back runs by him. Just a little draw inside as he was the one protecting back. It will set up 1st and 10. At about the 42 of Saratoga for the Panthers, looking to retake the lead, looking to at least drive down and tie it right now. Wing T formation, 10:57 left in the third. Johnson in motion to the right, which means he'll immediately come back to the left. He does. Hand off to Williams, and Williams is going to get bottled up for about 2. They might give him 3. We'll call it 2, though, where they initially spot it. So it'll set up 2nd and 8 for the Panthers. They have kept this exclusively on the ground since the start of the second half, just moments ago. Wing T again. Westring likes to go with the hard snap count. Does. He hands it off to Williams again, and he's going to get, call it 6. Actually, be closer to 5. He'll set up 3rd and 3. And they have gone to him on every single play in this quarter so far. That's 4 runs in a row for him. He's got 20 yards on those 4 carries, averaging 5 per. Sets up 3rd and 3 at the 50. Western breaks the huddle. In the gun, West has Williams to his left as a protecting back and trips out to the left. Takes the snap, hands it to Williams, and Williams busts free to the 40, 35. He's going to get caught up at around the 33-yard line. 17-yard gain for Hazen Williams. and they are just going to ride him, and who can blame him? He's now up to a 4.4 yard per carry average. It'll be 1st and 10 inside 35 of Shoshone for this Panthers offense. And they have came out adjusted, so to speak, as the coaching staff and have been moving the ball relatively at will. Williams now, besides Westring in the gun, he's going to get it handed off to him again, and he is going to gain 3 yards to the 30. So they have ridden that horse the entire time. 8:58 left in the third, and they have ran about 6 plays. All of them have gone to Williams on a handoff. Out of the wing tee and out of the gun. This time to the gun. Williams is to his right. Trips are out wide right. It's 2nd and 7. And this is going to be caught for a gain of nothing. Great tackling there by number 50 for Shoshone. That's Malachi Litz, defensive lineman, just broke his blocker basically in half and got to Williams. Sets up 3rd and long. 3rd and about 7. See if they stick with Williams here. Of course, that could be suckering you in for a pass. Westring now in the wing tee under center. Going to take it. Hands off to Williams again. Williams is going to get down to the 20. They're going to spot him at the 26.5. Going to be a gain of about 4. And it's going to set up 4th and 3. No, they're going to take maybe a yard away from him there. No, they did take a yard away from him. So 3-yard gain. It'll set up 4th and 4. Could be a pivotal moment to remember based on when we have the result of this game. Wing T, 4th and 4, 7:24 and counting in the third quarter. Takes a snap. He's going to look to throw. And it's incomplete. Turnover on downs. Broken up by Oakley Hicks, was looking for Berger again. Burris unable to corral it, and Shoshone will take over on downs. That was step 1, a great defensive stance to open the second half. Step 2 is to get points. Mills in the pistol, 2 protecting backs with him, takes a snap, hands off to Kissling. Kissling gets out to the 30, out to the 33-yard line. It will be a 5-yard gain by Carson Kissling. Might be the third quarter of 2 tailbacks, 2 very good ones, Hayes and Williams, and Carson Kissling. Out of the pistol again, same formation, 1 wide on the left. Hand off to I almost said Filio. It's not him. It's Landon Casper on the first handoff to him of the day. Gain of about 2. Set up 3rd and 7 for the Shoshone Wranglers. They are now going left to right on your radio dial to start the third quarter. This is their first possession as we go under 6:20 left in the third. Snap, handoff to Kissling. He's out 35. He's going to get the first down. He's going to get up to about 38.5-yard line. Should be plenty. And it is. He'll get 4 yards on the carry. And he'll set up 1st and 10. Kissling now with 86 yards and a touchdown on the day. 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line of Shoshone. Mills in the pistol has 1 wide to his right. Kissling behind him takes a snap, hands it to Kissling. And fumble, but it's picked up. Luckily there is Wiley Filio able to grab it off the bounce as Kissling put it on the dirt. It will wind up being a gain for Filio of about 3 yards. Call it 2, actually. 1, 2. No, call it 3. 3-yard gain by Filio on the pickup. pistol formation. Again, same formation. They're going to hand off to Kissling this time. He's at the 40. He gets out. Tripped up. Could have been a game-changing, saving tackle by number 4, Ethan Hatch. It's going to be a 6-yard gain by Kissling. It'll set up 3rd and 1 from the 46.5-yard line. Mills hands off to Kissling. He's past midfield to the 47-yard line. Gain of 6. Kissling 2 yards away from the century mark. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line of Saratoga. Both teams moving the ball on the ground, stalling out deep inside of Shoshoni territory with Saratoga. We'll find out if Shoshoni's able to complete the drill here in just a few moments in this drive. Mills takes the snap, hands off to one of the protecting backs, and it's going to be a gain of 3 by Landon Casper. Clock, as you would imagine, moving very, very quickly here with the ball staying on the ground predominantly, well, not just predominantly, pretty much the entire time. Breaking the huddle on 2nd and 7 is Mills and the Wranglers. Quentin Clark wide out to the left up top. Pistol formation with 2 protecting backs. Snap. Fakes it to Kissling. Braxton Mills going to look deep. Going to put it up in the air into triple coverage. Complete to Quentin Clark. He gets out at the 22-yard line. 24-yard reception for Quentin Clark. And this one, Mills got his money's worth. That was all through the air, and Quentin Clark able to just find his way into triple coverage, but find his way open. 96 yards now for Braxton Mills, and Shoshoni has it 1st and 10. They're going to say he reached down to the 24-yard line. They're going to hand it off to Kissling, and he is going to get 4. So it turned into a 26-yard pass. Four-yard gain by Kissling. Or excuse me, no, they spotted his knee further back. It's only going to be 1. They say he went down. This is going to be a toss sweep to him to the left, and he's going to get eaten up. Might get back to the line of scrimmage. Looked like he did. So call it no gain for Carson there. And it'll set up 3rd and long here in the 3rd. This is about the same general area that Saratoga's offense bogged down as Shoshoni kind of beefed up and held up and was able to stop things. Looking at a halfback pass now. Morgan Neal towards the end zone, intercepted. Intercepted, returned to the 10. Now the 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Out to the 40, gets a block, 45-50. We got flags now flying. Gets out to the 46-yard line of Shoshoni. Shoshoni going with the trick play halfback pass by Morgan Neal, and he left it short looking for Oakley Hicks. And so not exactly what you wanted to have happen, obviously. Not even close to what you want to have happen. First interception of the day, Shoshoni went for a little trickeration, and it comes back to bite them. There is a Shoshoni player down on the field, so we'll take the break with them. Penalty is against Saratoga, so it'll bring the ball all the way back to the 39 of Saratoga. But we do have a player down, so we'll take a break with them. 14-8 here in the 3rd on 101.7 KDNO. Shoshoni on top.
Dos Solitos is proud to support Fremont County sports teams. Enjoy bold Mexican flavors that'll have your taste buds shouting, "Olé!" Follow them on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for updates on events and food truck locations.
You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube, oil, and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
And welcome back. Both teams suffering drive killers in the third quarter so far on each possession. Four held on turnover on downs with Saratoga, and then the pick at the 1. It was returned all the way to the 45-ish of Shoshoni, but an illegal block in the back on the return sets it up in Saratoga territory. They'll hand it off on first down, and it will be a gain of 4 by Hazen Williams, who we have gotten a lot of handoffs to. He's now got 19 on the day for 76 yards. And both teams kind of the drives fell apart in similar ways, even though one ended more abruptly with a pick. As far as when the teams went away from what they'd been doing the whole drive, which was running Hazen Williams for Saratoga and run Carson Kissling, it fell apart. Bat snap, Westring able to finally get a hold of it. Williams is going to gain 6, 7, 8. Williams is going to gain 9 yards, actually, on the carry, just straight up the gut. And you do wonder if the Shoshoni defense get a little bit tired. I mean, they do give up size to both him and Brody Johnson. Hazen Williams known more as the bruiser of the two, but both of them are. They haven't really used their speedster really at all. Their speedster would be Ingram and Hunter Johnson. I'm not sure if he's even dressed. Shotgun, nobody back there with him, but they're going to bring Brody, and now they're going to do a little inside pitch to Williams. Williams is going to gain right at 10, call it 9 on the little shuffle pass by Westring on his 14th attempt of the day. He does find Williams, so I do expect Williams to touch the ball quite often. Second completion of the day to Williams. It'll set up 2nd and 1 as we're under 45 seconds left in the third. Still 14-8, no score since half. Gunn with unprotecting back, trips to the left. They're going to hand off to Williams, who's the protecting back. He gets the 35 to the 30. He's going to gain 9 yards on that carry. And he now has 94 yards on the day, and his average just keeps ticking up. He'll set up 1st and 10 as we tick under 25 seconds left. We're now pretty much fully in the shade where we're sitting, except for the laptop, which makes it kind of difficult to see it. But it's gotten chillier out here, and the wind's picked up. But nonetheless, 8 seconds left in wing T. Johnson in motion. Will they get snapped? They do. Hand off to Williams again, and he is stacked up and taken down. Great play by Wiley Hegwer. It will be a loss of, I'm trying to lay eyes on it. They're going to say no gain on the play, it looks like. If they adjust that, we'll let you know. So we're going to the fourth. 14-8. It is playoff football on 101.7 KDNO. Shoshoni on top here on WYO Today. B&M Septic and Excavation offers prompt professional service. Call them today for a quote at 850-2200. They serve far and wide across Fremont County and deep. B&M Septic and Excavation is proud to support Fremont County sports.
The staff and board of the Fremont County Fair wish to thank everyone who attended the fair this year. Whether you enjoyed Family Day, a night event, entered a craft, or showed livestock, thanks for all your efforts. Stay tuned for a bigger and better Fremont County Fair next year.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. so you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
And welcome back to 101.7 KDNO and Wire Today Media's coverage of the playoff game of the week. Shoshoni up on Saratoga, 14-8. Saratoga driving. Very quick third quarter, only one full possession by both teams. From the gun is Westring. He's got trips wide to the left. Johnson in motion. They're going to look the pitch pass to Williams again. He's inside the 20, down to the 15, down to the 10. 20-yard gain on the pitch pass there by Westring to Williams, and Williams has touched the ball on every successful play that they have had, and you expect that will continue. Being a bruiser, it's wear you down kind of football. He has 22 carries, and he has 3 receptions on top of those 22 carries. From the gun, he is to the left of Westring, trips wide to the left. Westring takes it. Guess who? Williams again. Williams going to be wrapped up, though, back at the line of scrimmage. And they were never able to get him down. Wiley Hegwer, who's had some great success against him, able to keep him from gaining a yard. Up the middle, and it will set up 2nd and 10, just outside the 10-yard line. I mean, just barely. They can get a first down at about the foot line before the end zone. It is 2nd down, 11 minutes to go here in regulation. 6-point lead for the Wranglers, and okay, Saratoga's going to huddle, break it, then huddle again. Now they break the huddle, and the arm has been up from one of the referees signaling time. Westring takes a snap. He fakes it. He's going to look to throw it. Going to the end zone. Almost intercepted. Intended for, trying to lay eyes on who it was intended for. It was Mills with the coverage. Intended for number 22, it looks like. That would be Griffin Bartlett. And it just was put into, again, double coverage, Westring. And Braxton Mills had a chance to grab it and give credit where credit is due to both players. Mills with a great play on. Bartlett suddenly turned receiver into DB and made a great stop. He had to rip that ball out of Mills' hands. And we're going to wind up repeating 2nd down because it was all for naught as we had a penalty. 9th penalty of the day against Saratoga. We'll do this again. It'll be 2nd and 15 from just outside the 15. Western going to look to pass again. He's going across the middle and almost picked off again. This time, Caden Kissling stepping in front of it. Ball was intended for Brody Johnson this time. It's going to bring up a 3rd and almost a country mile. Not quite, but close to it. 10.5 to go. 3rd and 15 from the 15.5-yard line in the red zone. Shoshone defense needs to find a way to get 2 stops here. From the gun is Western, protecting back to his left. He's going to look left, almost sacked. He was under pressure. Under pressure, still's going to toss it up into the end zone. Touchdown! Touchdown, Saratoga, and just diving for it is complete to Williams. 16-yard officially, and Williams just continues to do his thing. Second touchdown of the day for Westring, just out of the DB's diving attempt, and it will set up a chance to go for 2. We are tied right now at 14. From the wing tee, Shoshone really needs to stop. Now, Westring going to look to throw, and he's wide open. Completed to Burris Berger, And it's 16-14, Saratoga on top with 10:18 left in the ballgame. Shoshoni has to answer. We'll be right back on 101.7 KDNO.
Visit Lander Gambles to make your home feel like new. They will beat any competitor's price. Stop by to speak to one of the sales agents or visit LanderGambles.com. Lander Gambles will help you find the perfect product that fits your budget and lifestyle. Lander Gambles, 420 Main Street, Lander, Wyoming.
Good news, DUI crashes and deaths are falling in Fremont County.
We're doing better, but even one death on our roads from impaired driving, we take personally.
We started the Fremont County DUI Task Force 2 years ago because we're losing too many friends, family members, and community members to impaired driving.
So we've joined forces to work together to find and stop impaired drivers in Fremont County, wherever they are.
And we're making an impact, but we need your help.
If your summer activities involve alcohol, plan ahead and make good choices.
Drink responsibly, designate a sober driver, or call Safe Ride.
And don't let your friends drive impaired either, even if you have to take their keys and find them a safe ride home.
Let's all look out for each other and keep everybody safe. Remember,
don't risk it. Drive sober.
And welcome back. Saratoga taking the lead here in the fourth. Kickoff is going to be down around the 30, picked up at the 30 now, and out to the 34-ish. Will go Caden Kisling. He kind of let it go past him and then ran back, got it, and he'll get out to, they're actually going to give him all the way to the 35-yard line. So does Shoshoni have more magic left? Last time Saratoga took a 2-point lead, took one play on a 69-yard pass, a little screen pass to Quentin Clark, and he took it the whole way. Going out of the pistol, Quentin Clark is on the near side. Shoshoni going right to left on your radio dial. Snap. Hand it off to Wiley Hegwer. Hegwer gets outside, and he's going to be gone. Excuse me, that's Wiley Filio. He's got the 20, 10, 5. Did he get across? No, he got to the 1. Filio, I don't know why I have Hegwer in here. It's in the program. We do apologize for that. That's Wiley Filio. Filio goes 64 yards on the run. Little inside give to the protecting back, and it'll be first and goal one play later. So Saratoga's got to feel like the next play is absolutely jinxed after they take a lead. 16-14, 9:58 to go. First and goal from the 1. Filio just end around, just blocked beautifully, and fumble! Fumble, and Saratoga had it, and then somehow let it scoot out the back of his legs. And luckily, Filio was there again to grab it and secure it. But, oh, what a disaster that would have been. Unfortunately, on the recovery, he's going to get -2 yards. But Wiley saving potentially the day from the pistol. Hand it off to Kisling. Kisling's going to get, we're going to have flags everywhere. They're going to say no gain, perhaps. Looks to be no gain. Let's see what the flag is. Mills is pointing towards Saratoga. It is a face mask, so it'll be the equivalent of 1 yard. A 1 yard penalty against Saratoga. And only because there's half the distance to the goal. No gain. Looks like it'll set up second and goal from the 1.5 now. In the pistol, switching around. Got a big one in the back, and he's going to run towards the end zone, and touchdown, standing up, just bully ball by Landon Casper. He just pushed the guys out of his way. Gain of 2. And a touchdown for Shoshoni. So Shoshoni does answer and answers quickly. 20-16, going for 2. Mills looking to throw, going to look for the fade to Quentin Clark, and incomplete. So it will be a 4-point game with 9:18 left in the fourth quarter. Shoshoni up 20-16. We'll be back with more playoff football here on 101.7. KDNO and WYO Today Media.
Your tax pros at 219 East Main Street in Riverton, Wyoming can handle all your tax needs. Whatever your situation, we know what to do. Call 307-856-2256 today to schedule an appointment. H&R Block is open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Men have a way of doing things. A man has his way of eating, of exercising, of keeping his hands warm, and of straightening up. So, when a man faces a serious life problem like divorce, depression, or suicidal thoughts, shouldn't a man have a way to deal with that too? Well, now he does. I'm Dr. Rich Mahogany. Visit me at mantherapy.org.
Welcome back to Wyo Today Media's coverage of the playoff game of the week here on 101.7 KDNO. Kickoff by Brink is going to hit the 25 and go out of bounds. So it will give good field position to the Panthers here. And you do wonder if you had any kind of thing that you'd wish that had taken longer, you wish the drive by Shoshoni maybe took a little more time as Williams has started to really get on track here, and you know that defense is tired. But in nine-man football, they both go everybody pretty much goes both ways anyway. So they're both about equally as tired. And they're going to take the penalty here on the kickoff. So they want to see another kick. Do the Panthers, which is well within their right. So it'll be a 5-yard penalty, fifth penalty of the day against Shoshoni. And they're still saying our weather is 40. They're saying it's now 46 degrees. I don't believe them, but I don't believe it's gotten warmer. So Brink will now put it on the tee. He's got it teed up from his own 35. Kick on the way, and this one's going to hit, and it's going to go out of bounds as well. So, you know, that's a bit frustrating. Goes out of bounds at the 35-yard line, and not what they wanted to have happen. And they're going to back them up again. They're going to make them kick again. So you got to get it in that field of play, Colby. So another 5-yard penalty. And Colby Brink is going to have to tee it up, and he's going to have to keep it between the two outside lines. Has it teed up, as such, you do expect that Saratoga is going to have very good field position here. Teed up at the 30, here's the kick, and this one is better, and it's going to be hit off of Brody Johnson and go out of bounds at the 30 or the 29-yard line. So it hit off his shoulder pads as he's trying to receive it. The kind of funny part, but the fortunate part is he could have let that hit and it was headed out of bounds too. That'd been the third in a row. But it will set up 1st and 10 for the Saratoga Panthers with 9:17 left from their own 29-yard line. See, Wiley Filio is going to each defender, giving words of encouragement, saying this is now where we have to win this game. They're up by 4. Is Shoshoni. In the gun, trips to the left. And guess who? Hazen Williams going to get the handoff from the protecting back, and he's going to get to the 34. It'll be a 5-yard gain for Hazen Williams. And we're starting to lose room here for Hazen Williams. We're only good for 25 carries. 8:50 to go. 2nd and a short 5. He almost got 6 on it. Williams back there with Westring in the gun, trips, but they're going to hand to Williams no matter what. He's going to get to the 41-yard line. It will be a first down after the 7-yard gain. So it'll be 1st and 10 from their own 41. Two protecting backs, wing T, handed off to Williams again. And he's going to be stopped at 2 yards on this one. Has 108 yards on the day on 26 carries. Gains 2, set up 2nd and 8. And if you're Saratoga right now, with the way they've been having and what they've been having success with, as we tick under 750 and the amount of time they like to spend in the huddle, you've kind of got to approach this as the Panthers, as this could be your last possession. So you've got to score. I mean, you've got to march down there. Barring a turnover, if they wind up getting held out, Shoshoni could move the chains enough to end this game. Shotgun formation. In motion's Johnson. They're going to do the little pitch pass to Williams, and he's going to get about 4 more out of the little pitch pass. Little underhand shovel pass. It's been absolutely perfect on the day. I mean, he's been targeted 5 times. He has 5 catches on top of his 26 carries. So he has touched the ball 31 times today, and I don't think we're close to seeing him being done with it. It will set up 3rd and 4. From the wing tee, in motion's Johnson. He comes down to the right, now back to his left. Handoff is to Williams. Williams at the 50. He gets the first down. Goes from the 47 to the 46. 7-yard carry by Hazen Williams. First down at the 46-yard line of Shoshoni. 6:40 to play. Wranglers up by slim margin, 4. Wing T checking his wrist is Westring. Jace Westring looks to his left. Now Johnson goes in motion. He's going to look to keep, gets it to Johnson this time, and Johnson's going to be struck down, and there's going to be flags everywhere. I'm guessing a face mask. Didn't see it all that well. Could have been a horse collar. Would be a loss of 3, maybe even 4. But the penalty is going to probably crush him. And it is a face mask. Trying to see what variety of it they call here. Didn't hear, but it does not look good. It is the 15-yard variety, as he did rip him down with it. I knew it was going to be in that vicinity. Thought it might be a horse collar. It's probably same difference, really. But it gets Saratoga one step closer, several steps closer. They'll have 1st and 10 on the Shoshoni 34. Now out of the gun, trips left. Hazen Williams back there with him, and I don't think there's any shock what's going to happen. Handoff is to Williams. He's going to get the 20, actually to the 31, where he's going to get pounded. It's going to be a 3-yard gain there. He had some momentum, and then a guy just went low, took him down like you have to when you're giving up size. Went low and took him down, gained about 3.5. It'll set up 2nd and 6.5, so call it 2nd and 7, or 2nd and a short 7. Between the 31 and 30, coming out into the wing tee, Jace Westring trying to lead Saratoga down the field. Takes the snap. Hands off to Hazen Williams. You guessed it. He's going to go from about 31 to the 26, 5-yard gain. $123 yards on the ground now for Williams, and he'll set up 3rd and 2. Shoshoni has got to dig deep here. They have taken on several drives just an absolute pounding up the middle with Hazen Williams. It's freed up for that touchdown pass earlier. Trips to the left. Hazen Williams back with Westring. No shot, gets to Hazen Williams, and he is going to gain the first down, and just barely. He's going to gain 3. But it is going to be a first down on his 30th carry of the day. breaking the huddle. Now going with just nobody with him. Gun, look for that little shovel pass. Westring with trips left. Johnson's now going to come in motion to the right. Takes it. It is the shovel pass. It's on the ground, though. They're going to say it was a fumble. It's a shovel pass. I guess it should be incomplete, but that is what they're going to signal now. They originally threw the beanbag, did the referee to signal a fumble, but he picks that up and motions that it is incomplete. That is the first incomplete pass targeting Hazen Williams today, and it will set up 2nd and 10 with 4:23 to go. They pretty much stuck to about 3 plays. They got a little pass happy and got the touchdown down here, but they've pretty much stuck to that. Wing T, guess who? Hazen Williams, and he's going to get down to the 15. That's going to be a gain of right at about 9. Nine-yard gain by Williams. And it'll set up third. Oh, excuse me. Nope. They said his knee came down earlier than that. It'll set up third and about 3. It was a 7-yard gain. And I have no doubt that Hazen Williams is going to get this ball out of the wing tee here. Johnson in motion out of the formation. Westring watches him go back to the right. Snap, handoff to Williams, and he stood up. Let's see, they're going to say a gain of about 1.5, maybe even 2. It's a gain of, about 1.5. So it'll set up 4th and 1. If you're marking plays down to what could be important here, it's here. 4th and 1, 3:15. Clock is moving. Ball is just inside the 15. He's got to just get to the 14. Going out of, okay, now he's stepping in the wing tee. At first I was about to go, going out of the gun? Are you kidding me? Might be a quarterback sneak here. Can Shoshoni get in the backfield? Hey, Williams gets it, and he's going to get the first down. He's going to gain 2. So just outside the 10, it's going to be about the 12.5, 13-yard line with 2:52 go, and there goes the clock. As I said, it may not just be the last series of the game for Saratoga. They might take the whole thing. 7-minute drive. Westring out of the gun, hands to Williams. He's going out wide. He's got some room, but he's tracked down at the 6. So a gain of 5 there, roughly. He's carried now 34 and received the ball and been targeted 6 times via the pass. 2:20 to go, 2nd and 5. They can get a first down without scoring here. But here's where it becomes tough. You got to face a power run team that's been wearing on you all game, and you got to find a stop. 2nd and 5. Shotgun trips right. Hazen Williams is going to get the ball, and he's going to get to the 1. It's going to be a gain of 8. Where it will now be 1st and goal from the 1 with 1:54 left. You would anticipate at this point Shoshoni might consider using some of their timeouts, as stopping them from the 1-yard line is going to be dang near impossible. 1:38, 1:37. Going from the wing tee. Threatening a blitz. It's going to be a run blitz no matter what. And it's handed off to Hazen Williams. He gets the yard, touchdown. So late in the game, Saratoga reclaims the lead, 22-20. Go for 2, go for 1. I'm not sure it really matters outside of, unless they got down on the 1 and had a chance to kick the field goal. They will go for 2. They will not kick it, obviously. 1:24 left in somebody's season right now. It's Shoshoni who's behind the 8 ball. Going to look to pass his Westring, puts it up, incomplete, no good. So, minute 24 left. Kickoff upcoming. Shoshoni has to move down in a hurry and score, or their season is over. We'll be right back. Saratoga 22, Shoshoni 20, here on Wild Today, KDNO.
Hey guys, this is Nick Haskell, and here at Haskell's Furniture and Flooring, we have the best brands. With our size, we are able to shop for you. We're able to choose the top products from the best companies. We carry Lazy Boy, Tempur-Pedic, Ashley, Sealy, Serta, and more. With our variety, we can make sure we're a one-stop shop for all of your home furnishing needs. Come in today to one of our locations in Cody, Lovell, Worland, and Riverton, where we have the best prices and a better service.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
All right, welcome back. Minute 24 left, 22-20. Saratoga just retook the lead. They are kicking off season in the balance, and they're going to kick an onside kick. It's going to be grabbed by Landon Casper, and I think they were going for a squib. I'm not sure they wanted to give Shoshoni the ball at the 43-yard line, though. So 57 yards away. Technically, you only need a field goal. They did miss the one extra point they've attempted, did Shoshoni, but they do have Brink who will kick. So technically, that's what you need. They got 4 wide to the right. Actually, 5 if you count the tight end. Mills from the gun, gonna keep. He's gonna look for Quentin Clark. Quentin Clark at the 45 to the 50. 45 down to the 43-yard line. It's a 14-yard pass gain to Quentin Clark, his 3rd target of the day. Same formation, gun, Mills looking out for looking for Kissling, and they read the little screen pass they were trying to set up with Carson, and it was almost stepped in front of, and he'd been gone for the pick 6. And barring a 2-point conversion, you could almost put a fork in it. You probably could have if he did the smart thing and went down, but luckily just incomplete. Sets up 2nd and 10 from the 43-yard line. In the gun, Mills looking deep. He's going high and way out of bounds. Intended for Quentin Clark. Will set up 3rd down. Third and 10, down distance really doesn't matter until you get to 4th here. It is all out. There are no punts. There's no thoughts of it. 59.9 seconds left. Shoshoni trying to pull out the miracle after a beautiful, give credit where credit is due, 7.5-minute drive by Saratoga. Shoshoni will call a timeout here on 3rd down to get the right play. We'll be right back. It's 22-20. Shoshoni trying to save the season in advance here on KDNO.
Embrace comfort throughout the seasons with Northern Arapaho Propane and Solid Waste. Proudly rooted in the local community, supporting Fremont County year-round. Your preferred supplier serving enrolled and non-enrolled members. For more information, call 307-463-4185.
Papa Murphy's on North Federal in Riverton makes your pizza to order. Order online at papamurphys.com or in store. Delicious, fresh-made pizza just the way you want it. Papa Murphy's is a proud supporter of our local Fremont County student athletes.
And welcome back. 59.9 seconds remain in the season for somebody. There's no way, unless we get an odd fumble and then a safety fall on the fumble, there is no OT on the horizon. It is 3rd and 10 from the Panther 43. Shoshoni with 2 wide on each side, now going in motion, and they're going to look for they were going to look for Morgan Neal on the halfback pass, or wide receiver pass, I should say, and he almost threw his second pick of the day. He was trying to, we're going to say he was trying to get to Quentin Clark. He was just manhandled. The trickeration really maybe not the wisest thing at the moment there. And it sets up 4th and 10. So here is your season if they don't get it. You would expect get it in the hands of Clark, Kissling, or maybe Filio, and let your season go with that. But you want to look for your star players. Snap to Mills. He's under pressure, rolling to his right. He's got to get rid of it. Puts it up. Complete for the first down. Complete for the first down. 13-yard gain to number 25 of all. You wouldn't have expected that one, maybe. That's Morgan Neal, his first catch of the day, and give Mills all the credit in the world. Braxton able to get that first down with 47.2 left on 4th down. It'll set up 1st and 10 from the 30. Timeout on the field. We'll be right back on 101.7 KDNO.
Exploding at 200 miles per hour. Airbags pack a punch. Until age 13, stay buckled up in the back seat. Buckle up, Wyoming. It's the law.
For more than 40 years, Porter's...
And welcome back to 101.7 KDNO on 4th and 10, completed to Morgan Neal for 13 yards, 22-20, 47.2 left. Mills in the gun, got 2 wide on each side and a protecting back. Looks to put it up, intercepted. He was looking to get it to Carson Kissling, and he just didn't get enough underneath it, did not see the guy in his path, and that is going to do it. Saratoga will now walk in for the second time this year into Fremont County and leave with a victory. Granted, a much different one. 22-20 with 43.4 seconds left. Interception by Mills, and he just didn't see the middle linebacker. Kissling was not there. He was not open. And you kind of feel for Mills now because he's got to step in there potentially on defense and watch the knees get taken. They'll go out of the wing tee. There's the knee. They'll need one more. And that will do it. One more knee. They're lined up in the wing tee with 25 seconds left. And the 4-seed Saratoga, as I said, that side of the conference, this was a good team. They will take the knee again, and the season will end here for the Shoshoni Wranglers in heartbreaking fashion, 22-20. Got the 4th and 13 on 4th and 10, had to get it, got it, and then unfortunately quarterback just didn't see the linebacker facing Kissling. He stepped right in front of it, got the interception, and that is your ball game. 22-20. Congratulations to Saratoga. They will be on the road next week. And Shoshoni will have to think of what could have been, unfortunately, as they fall here from Shoshoni. We'll be right back with the Click It or Take It postgame show here on WYO Today and 101.7 KDNO.
Serving Central Wyoming with top brand name spas, stoves, fireplaces, and outdoor grills. With 2 locations in Riverton and Casper Plus financing available for your purchase, Porter's offers expert advice, quality products, and service along with maintenance. Porter's, your local spa, stove, and fireplace provider in Riverton at the corner of Sunset and North Federal.
Shoshoni Rose Casino and Hotel is proud to support youth sports in Fremont County. Enjoy a meal at the Deca Gai He restaurant. Deca Gai He is Shoshoni for the eating house. Open daily from 7:30 a.m. until 9 p.m. Try a weekend getaway with the family in one of their comfortable, pet-friendly guest rooms and enjoy the heated swimming pool. Book online at ShoshoniRose.com and remember to support Fremont County youth sports. Go team!
And welcome back to the Click It Ticket postgame show, sponsored by Wyoming DOT here on 101.7 and KDNO and YO Today. Unfortunately, Shoshoni falls to Saratoga 22-20, and it was came down to one of our keys to the game. Unfortunately, Saratoga finishes the game with one turnover, and compared to 3 for Shoshoni, and that's always, you do not want to lose that turnover battle. That's always an indicator. And then the other part that we talked about, pace of play. In the first half, even though offense have struggled, it more mirrored what Shoshoni typical games look like when they win. In the second half, it was all about the power run of Saratoga. Possessions were extremely important as they were at a minimum. And Saratoga, to their credit, rode Hazen Williams all the way to a win. So we are going to go over the stats real quick. First, for the visitors from Saratoga, the victors in this 22-20 matchup, they had 257 total yards, 95 through the air, 162 on the ground, 2 touchdowns through the air, 1 on the ground. Their player of the game, if you will, on 36 carries, 150 yards exact. Hazen Williams, he also caught 5 passes. He had a rushing touchdown and a receiving touchdown. Brody Johnson with the other receiving touchdown. Again, 162 yards on the ground, 1 TD, held to 3.7 yards per carry. It really had to do with that style. Shoshoni, even though smaller in stature, able to stop Hazen Williams and Brody Johnson and whatnot in the first half. But as the second half went and they started just going to Hazen Williams consistently in every play, he just wore them down, and credit to him for that. They did have 61 yards of penalties on 10 total. Had no fumbles, didn't put it on the ground once, only the 1 pick. For Shoshoni on the Ranger Printer stat sheet, 2 fumbles, 1 of those lost, 2 picks. There is your real difference in the game, in a 2-point game. Passing the ball 6 of 17 for 125 yards of Mills with a touchdown and a pick. Morgan Neal picked off. One time they tried the trickeration twice. It was deflected 3 times. It was deflected twice, picked off once. On the rushing attack, much better rushing game than Saratoga had. 26 carries, 180 yards, 6.9 average. 305 yards total for Shoshoni, and your player of the game is actually going to be one Quentin Clark. Quentin Clark with a big interception as well as being the leading receiver. He had 109 receiving yards on 5 targets, 3 receptions, and the touchdown. Of course, Shoshoni able to answer every single time that Saratoga took the lead until that last one. Every single time they got down by 2, very next play, Quentin Clark went for a touchdown. The next time they got down by 2, Filio went all the way down the field, got tackled at the 1, then recovered the fumble dropped by Kissling, and was able to they were able to score the very next play on Landon Casper. So your good sport of the game, I'm going to give it to the guy. I didn't see a lot. I know the coaches love him. I know the AD loves him, obviously. Braxton Mills, a senior. I hate for any senior to have to go out throwing an interception on their last play. Unfortunately, it happens far more than people would like to think about it, as you will have teams all across this country getting eliminated in the next few weeks. But Braxton Mills is our Gatorade good sport of the game. He kept his head up when he was out there after the play, because he had to be in there. Remember, he plays both ways, so he was out on the field when defensively they were watching Saratoga take a kneel down on their own home field and in the game. So we want to thank from the game of the week, we will be looking to see what happens with Du Bois, and we will be looking to see what happens with Wind River. If one of those can pull out the quote-unquote upset on the road, we may be on the road with them next week. If not, that'll do it for this season Game of the Week. The next time you'll hear me or hear the words Cameraman Connor or anything like that will be with Riverton basketball. We look forward to Riverton fans joining us for that. But we want to thank you guys for listening. We also want to thank Kirk Baxter, Cassie Shields, Leanne Sanderson, Rusty Harris, who have all been board ops for us at certain points and times during the season. We want to thank them for helping us out. We want to thank our other broadcast crews. I want to give a special shout out to cameraman Connor and camerawoman Courtney, for that matter, for helping me out this year. That's going to do it for this week's Game of the Week. We will either see you next week or we'll see you next season, the 2025 football season, depending on what happens with some of the other smaller schools here in Fremont County. I'm alone today, so for Kevin Shields, myself, have a great weekend, and we'll see you next time on WYO Today and 101.7 KDNO.
Snyder Signature Properties would like to give a huge shout out to the local sports of Fremont County. They are here to support your team and your local home real estate needs. Call today to see how Snyder Signature Properties can help you buy and sell your next property. Good luck to all Fremont County athletes.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.